Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome to episode number 10 of our live Boston Bruins franchise mode series here on NHL 26. The big bad Bruins are into the 2029 postseason here through 4 years in Boston. Coming off of our best season yet, we now enter the postseason with a round 1 matchup against the Flyers on schedule. Year 1, round 2 exit. Year 2, missed the playoffs. Year 3, round 2 exit again. Now in year 4, we're at our best. The highest power play percentage, the highest goals for, the best goals against we've had through 4 years of this series so far, and it's time to capitalize. Yorkie, nothing like data live stream as you make a TikTok slash YouTube. There you go. Perfect timing for you there, Yorkie. Welcome, everybody. We'll get started at the 3-minute mark. Until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in, just doing the YouTube side of things. And then we'll be ready to go to conclude this week. Busy week. We were live on Monday with HLM. We were live on Wednesday with Blue Jays. That is one episode less before the finale. We're live tonight with the Bruins. Then tomorrow we'll have our Red Wings episode. And of course, we're getting closer and closer to the NHL trade deadline, less than a week away now. So many more live streams and opportunities for breaking news to be coming your way. Make sure you're subscribed to that bell on as well. Let me just finish off here. Happy start of March break as well to those who have their school districts, I suppose, lined up in such a way. So I'm just looking through this. I know a lot of people in my area were starting March break today. A lot of the elementary and high school and all that. I think the CJEP, I think it's a little bit of a different date if I remember when I was in CJEP. Okay, that's done. Shared into the Twitter world. YouTube has been giving me a weird time with live streams recently. There we go. All right, and I'm ready to go. That brings us to now. In 1 minute, we'll get started. Lovely. So 3 postseason berths through 4 years in Boston so far. Let's pull up our lineup for how this team looks moving into the 2029 postseason. Of course, Steven Stamkos here. We've had veterans, kind of like 1 year veterans a few times now. Kopitar, Stamkos, Voronkov in his first year as a Bruin. That bottom 6, look at the size here. 6'2", Keegan Kolesar, 6'4", Pavel Zacha. Mighty Joe, greetings from my new job. Why can't I speak? Greetings from my new job, and I'm glad you could make it in. Sorry, Mighty Joe. I just had supper. Must be, my mouth is still trying to get the digestion is still going. Gen Z, Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. Cole Sar said, Olivier 6'1", Brazeau 6'6", Minton 6'2", Kraus 6'4", crazy size in the bottom 6. So Yorkie, Mighty Joe, Gen Z, Mackenzie, and the, I believe, 6 others who are watching so far, welcome in. We're going to go ahead and get started as we approach the 3-minute mark. As we enter, and Cagney as well. Cagney, welcome to the stream. A couple of our channel members are in here, including Cagney, who actually ended the Monday stream. I haven't seen Cagney since. Ended the Monday stream with a donation after the live stream ended. So Cagney, thank you very much. It was a marathon 3-hour stream, and he sent a donation after that. So I just wanted to say thank you here to him for that, and the continued entries for the Creative Player raffle are always being kept track of. So thank you, my friend. And Mighty Joe saying, won't be here long, just on a break. Gotcha. No problem. Well, we'll be here, hopefully a few of your breaks, as we go on a postseason run tonight. So, entering our the 2029 postseason, this is our 4th year in Boston. Through our 3 seasons prior, we had made 2 postseason berths. We had 2 postseason berths. I got to reset here. My brain wasn't ready for this one. I had a very long off-season episode with the Red Wings today. Let me reset. This is our 4th year in Boston. Year 1, 44 wins, lose in round 2. Year 2, 37 wins, miss the playoffs. Year 3, last season, 45 wins, lose in round 2 to the Team of Destiny Buffalo Sabres. And now this year, year 4, 45 wins, but our least amount of losses, going 45, 28, and 9. Our best power play, our best goals for, our best goals against, close to our best penalty kill by like 0.3%. And now here we are entering the postseason with our eyes set on an Eastern Conference final accomplishment at the very least. Doubts will be going when I'm done, off at 10:30, so 9:30 your time, then 40-minute drive home. So in 2 hours, I wonder, in a postseason run, we'll see, but at least they'll be here for you to watch back. In the season that was, we can look at the point production here very quickly. There's the lines. David Pastrnak had a 90-point season, 43 goals and 90 points from him. Matty Beniers, yes, there's the big acquisition of last episode, I forgot to mention. Matty Beniers coming home to Boston, where he's from. He was on the block in Seattle. Not on the block per se, but other players were on the block. and the storyline worked out very nicely. We picked him up from Seattle. He scored 21 points in 23 games as a plus 14. Did a lot for us production-wise and two-way-wise. So Matty Beniers, our future, that we really wanted to find someone who's going to be a top 6 centerman long-term, and Matty Beniers will be that guy. McAvoy, 67. Lindholm, 64 points at the age of 34. Steven Stamkos, 63 points at the age of 39. Hadn't had that kind of production in a few years. Eric Vikingstad, 60 points from the young 21-year-old 6'8" Viking. Riker Evans, who we also picked up from Seattle. Crazy production from him. 14 points and a plus 4 in 23 games. Meanwhile, Zadorov was like a negative 55. Hobbsy, hello friends. Split viewing for me this evening, but let's have a deep playoff run. Yes, thank you, Hobbsy. Voronkov in his first year as a Bruin, 22 goals and 55 points. Pavel Zacha, 44 points. Chanel Mombert, 39 points, one of the 32 created players in this franchise mode series. Hampus Lindholm, 32 points plus 15. Fraser Minton, 31 points, playing 10:39 per night. Gavin saying, good evening, y'all. Ordered my jersey last night. Beautiful Dustin Wolf home jersey. Unfortunate that it couldn't be an Olympic jersey, but so grateful. I'm really sorry about that, Gavin. Next time, we know for the next giveaway that we do, if it's something like that with Olympic or a time constraint, get it done before the stock will run out, I suppose. But you still got your brand new jersey, and we appreciate you. Glad you got that, buddy. Kesselring, 29 points. Mathieu Olivier, 23 points, plus 7. Lawson Krause was a bit of a disappointment, 22 points, negative 9. We have him in a fourth-line role now. Craig Iginla, 16 points, negative 6 in his rookie season. Justin Brazeau, 13 points, negative 7. Keegan Colasar, 12 points, plus 5. And Brisson, his 3 games, had 1 point. Crevier and Wood also there in the scratches. Goaltending, Gavin Osgood had 74 appearances, going 42, 24, and 7. 6 shutouts from the Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee from our NHL 18 series with the Canadiens. Here he is back in our series in NHL 26, 8 years later. 917 save percentage, 2.77 goals against average. Schmid backed him up. He had crazy numbers last year. If you look here, 917 save percentage, 918 in the playoffs, even crazier, 935. But season numbers, 12 appearances, 3-5-2, 888 save percentage, 3.45 goals against average, wasn't as great. So that's the season that was here in Boston. Like we said, great numbers compared to our last 4 years, but also goals for, 10th in the league. Goals against, 10th in the league. Power play, 2nd best. Penalty kill, 8th best. The Flyers, meanwhile, score a little bit less, allow a little bit less, are less efficient on the power play, are more efficient, on the penalty kill, and their top point scorer, Matvei Michkov, has 1 more point than Pasternak with 91. So quick reminder of the Flyers lineup. We looked at it briefly at the end of last episode. Philadelphia here has Burakovsky. Actually, no, did we? I forget. Burakovsky, Nolan, and Michkov, 91 overall, Matvei Michkov. Neil Nolan, 51-point season for him, first-line center, and then Burakovsky had a 64-point season. He's an 87 overall. Okay. Ilya Makayev, Trevor Zegras, I was going to say then Travis Konechny. Third-line Forster. We went over the pronunciation of this one last one. Wow. We went over the pronunciation of this name last episode. I forget what it was, though. Krakowian and Jacques Pelletier. Fourth line, Denver Barkey, with Sean Couturier and Bobby Brink. On defense, Sanheim and Drysdale, Andre and Graves, York and Bean. And goaltending is one of the created players, actually the one created by my wife, Vera Storm. Lieutenant Tesora had one of the 32 created players, and this is who she created. Vera Storm, starting goaltender here in Philadelphia, 58, 51, and 9 in her career so far. Backed up by Dan Vladar, Tippett, Samson, and Kyrou. Christian Kyrou as the healthy scratches. Riskovian, that's what it is. Riskovian, thank you, Jens Mickens. I'll try to remember as much as possible. Hopefully he isn't scoring many goals against us. And there you have it. So that's our lineup moving into round 1. We don't have home ice advantage, even though the Flyers finished below us. They won their division. So this will be our lineup moving into Game 1. Stamkos, Beniers, Pasternak, Voronkov, Vikingstad, Lindholm, Colasar, Zacha, Olivier, Krause, Minton, Brazeau. Defense will be Evans and McAvoy, Lindholm, Mombert, Kesselring, and Iginla, with, of course, Gavin Osgood starting, backed up by Schmid, Wood, Brisson, and Crevier as your healthy scratches. So let's get this party started. 2029 playoffs, episode number 10 of this series. Like I said at the beginning, year 1, round 2 exit. Year 2 missed the playoffs. Year 3, round 2 exit. Now year 4, we have our sights set on an Eastern Conference final at the very least. We've gotten bigger, we've gotten badder, and we have less excuses. Let's get it done. Game 1, round 1, let's do it. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. Subscribe and hit that bell as the NHL trade deadline is coming up a week from today, actually. We'll be live probably like noon to 4 p.m., something like that, on the day of the trade deadline. Hope to see you there. Hit that bell to be notified of all the breaking news trades that will be coming your way in the NHL, as long as it doesn't happen in the middle of a workday. And here we go for Game 1, round 1. First period, Flyers are up 1-0 as Trevor Zegras gets the opening goal of this series. Second period, 1-1 game. There's Veronkov's first playoff goal as a Bruin. Shots are 24-20 for the Flyers here at, was it Verizon? No, not Verizon. Lawson Krause on that fourth line, though, makes it 2-1. Do we get a Desora cameo since she's the opposing goalie? I'll have to see if she can come down here. Vikingstad makes it a 2-goal cushion, and Beniers on the power play. There we go. From down 1-0, we score 4 unanswered. 4-1 Bruins here on the road. Xfinity? Is that what it is? Yeah, Xfinity something arena or center. 4-1 the final. Shots end 31 apiece, and that'll be a beautiful victory coming from behind. Osgood makes 30 saves. Vikings had a goal and an assist, and Lawson Krause with, was that the game-winning goal even? Very nice. Great comeback victory from down 1-0 to charge our way to a 4-1 win. And of course, first goal, playoff goal as a Bruin for Beniers and Voronkov. Krause has to prove himself as a Bruin on this playoff run. Yes, well said. If we're going to be keeping him. Lakovic, oh, we gave him an extension last episode. Very good. Yeah, my just my vocabulary isn't there after a very, very lengthy Red Wings off-season episode that you'll get to see tomorrow. So let's go straight into it. The Xfinity Mobile Arena, yes. Game 2 in Philadelphia. First period 0-0. Second period 1-0 Bruins. Kesselring puts us up. Shots are 19-18 for the Flyers. 2 created goalies going at it here. There's Michkov getting the first of his postseason run here. Power play Flyers 5-on-3. Big kill from the Bruins. Outshot 27-20, now 28-22. Final 8 minutes. Next goal likely the winner with 6 minutes to go. And there it is, Matty Beniers. Could it be enough? Matty Beniers with 4 minutes left. His second goal in as many games. Power play Flyers. And we kill it off. Probably a 6-on-4 there. Did they win the Cup during the offseason? Looking forward to it. No, they didn't win the Cup, but it was just lengthy, we'll tell you that. Huge victory there. Matty Beniers with a game-winning goal. 2 goals in as many games as a Bruin in the postseason. Shots end 30-29. Matty Beniers is the hero. Love that pickup. Paying dividends as Osgood makes 28 saves. Beniers gets the game-winning goal plus 5 hits. And the Bruins take both games on the road to now be up 2-0 in this series. Vera Storm with an .892 save percentage. We got to keep trying to break through her. Matty B. Bruin. The Matty Bruin, yes. In the AHL, 47, 14, and 11 was our record. We're off to the postseason there against the Bridgeport Islanders. All right. Game 3 now at TD Garden. Can we end this off? First period. Not end this off. Can we put ourselves up in a chance to end this off? 2-1 after 20. Matty Beniers opens it up, of course. Matty Bruin. Emil Andre ties it, then Voronkov puts us back up. Second period, 3-3 now. Zegras, then Pasternak, then Andre with his second. 3-3 after 40. Shots are 26-24. Pasternak gets his first of the series. Meanwhile, Beniers has 3 goals in 3 games. Third period now at TD Garden. We won both on the road. Philly will want to do the same and steal one in Boston. Getting into that next goal wins territory halfway through the third period. Shots 36-28 Boston, 37-28. Power play Philly killed off by the Bruins. 2 minutes to go. Will we see overtime? Power play Philly again. Yes, we're headed to overtime. The Flyers will start the period on the power play. Shots 41-33 in our favor at the end of 60 minutes, and the Flyers win early in overtime. As their power play expires, Tyson Forster gets the OT winner. Shots end 41-35, but the Flyers steal a game and make it a 2-1 series. We got to win this one. Don't squander what happened on the road and let it be a 2-2 series. We got to get these. We got to get this next one here in Game 4. We got to get this next one here in Game 4. Kosa upper body injury. Head coach can replace down in Providence. DiPietro will play there. And let's get into it right away for Game 4 against the Flyers. Can we take a 3-1 series lead? Cross your fingers. First period, 1-0 Flyers as Travis Konechny. Second period, 3-2 Bruins. What a comeback! Fraser Minten with a shorthanded goal. I can't remember the last time he scored a goal in the slow sim. Trevor Zegras puts the Flyers back up 2-1, but then David Pastrnak, followed by Riker Evans a minute and 4 seconds later. His first postseason goal as a Bruin. We now lead 3-2, outshooting Philly 26-20 through 40 minutes. Final period now, 3-2 Bruins, 4-2 Elias Lindholm, turning back the clock, and Michael Kesselring, and Steven Stamkos, his first postseason goal as a Bruin. The floodgates open on Dan Vladar, and the Bruins will win Game 4 to go up 3-1. 6-2 Bruins, and that should be enough. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. What? King Turby? I missed this 10 minutes ago. King Turby with no message, just boom, here's a 125er. Oh, King Turby! What is going on? We gotta do it. That's why we're playing so well. I didn't even see the notification. That's why we're playing so well. It's His Royal Highness King Turby who's getting us across the finish line. Oh my goodness, thank you, King Turby. There's a couple of big expenses that came our way today unexpectedly. Well, a couple of. One big one and then a couple of normal ones, but one big one that was a surprise. And that helps to take care of a lot of it. Thank you very, very much, my dear friend. 6-2 Bruins. Shots end 33-32. Evans with a goal and an assist. Minten a goal and assist. Lindholm a goal and an assist. His Royal Highness King Turby. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do it for the King here in round 1. Let's get him a cup. Why stop there? Let's get the man a cup. Let's not. Oh, so there's an injury because Vladar is starting here with a 777 save percentage. 777 save percentage. Yes, we're live, Joseph. Welcome to the stream. One of our channel members checking in. When does he go to the hall? Next induction. Where are we going? Philadelphia. Philadelphia goaltenders here. So, yeah, Vladar. What did he allow? Vladar, who allowed 6 goals on 27 shots. Ouch. Because Storm is out. How long is Vera Storm out? That's brutal. Wind is absolutely brutal here. Should have used that donation to buy lead weights for my shoes. Wind was really tough this week as well. Pending evaluation for Vera Storm. The builder category. Yes, King Turby, he is a builder. Absolutely he is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's end off this series here in Game 5 against Dan Vladar and the Flyers. Game 5, let's do it for the King. First period, 2-1 Bruins. Burakovsky opens up the scoring, but then Minten with his second shorthanded goal in as many games. And then Pavel Zacha with one more. Do not go calm. Do not go gentle that good night. Bruins, bruise those Flyers. Big bad Bruins against the Broad Street Bullies. Do not go gentle in a series like this. Second period, 4-3 Flyers. No. Power play goal from Vikingstad, Turby's created player. We're up 3-1, but then Brink, Nolan, and York score 3 goals in less than 7 minutes. And just like that, we're down 4-3. Shots are 25-22 for the Flyers. Power play Bruins, power play Philly, both killed off. 5 minutes into this period, we need someone to tie this up. I'm looking at the big boys. I'm looking at Stamkos. I'm looking at Voronkov. Power play Philly, 5-on-3. We're not going to be able to score like that. Travis Konechny makes it a 2-goal game. And we'll have to do it in Game 6 back in Boston. 5-3 Philly, the final. Shots end 39-34 in our favor. But the Flyers get 5 past Gavin. And we'll head to Game 6 with a 3-2 series lead. They are now an 863 save percentage. I was going down here in the AHL. Big win, 2-0 shutout. Wow, and we're through. Very nice. All right, here we go for Game 6. Close it out at TD Garden. Let's not allow a series like this to go to 7. First period, 1-1 Mikheyev and Stamkos on the power play. Second period, 3-2 Flyers. Mikheyev with his second. What's his name? Riskovian makes it 3-1. Lindholm on the power play. We have 2 power play goals in this one. Brings us within 1. We're being outshot 22-18. We're down by 1. Come on, gentlemen. I'm looking at a little David Pastrnak. I'm looking at Matty Beniers. Power play Bruins. Killed off by the Flyers. We already got 2 in this game. 10 minutes to go. Down by 1. Will the Flyers force 7? Or do we have heroics late? 5 minutes to go. Final 2 minutes. Ah, Burakovsky, empty netter. We're off to 7. You're kidding me. From up 2-0 in this series, up 3-1, and now we're going to 7. No, 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 no. We cannot allow this to be. 5-3 and 4-2 losses. Ginla was injured for a part there. Okay. Vladar will start. 2010 again. No, we can't allow this. Yeah, we were rolling there. No, we cannot allow that to happen. Bruised foot. She's out with a bruised foot for over 3 weeks. Any line changes that we would want to make here for Game 7? Stamkos 2 goals, 4 points. Beniers 3 goals, 4 points. Pasternak 2 goals, 5 points. Voronkov 4 points. Vikingstad 4 points. Lindholm 7 points. Kolesar nothing, -4. Zaka 3 points. Olivier nothing, -2. Kraus, Minton. You know what? Minton's been crazy, but he's a centerman. Can we put Zaka on the wing? Viking swap with Stamkos? I could see that. Yeah, hold on a second. Voronkov and Stammer switch even? I was even thinking Lindholm. Does give it the +5 there. Brisson time? Oh, that could be the case, eh? Kolesar, no points, -4. Kolesar comes out. Brisson comes in. Good call there, Hobbsy. Zaka, Minton, Kraus? Olivier, Brisson, Brazeau? BBB, the BBB's line? Zaka, Minton, Kraus. I could see that. Even Wood, yeah, Wood could find his way in here. Don't want to do anything too crazy. Vikings said I like him at center with those 87 face-offs. I think I want to keep him there. 4 points, even +/-. 4 assists, -1 with 10 penalty minutes for McAvoy. 1 assist +1, 1 assist +1. Mombert with 10 penalty minutes. Kesselring, 2 goals, 2 assists. And Ginla, 1 assist, -1. We need the veteran presence. Kyle Wood, get in there. Kyle Wood getting in for... If there's ever a time for Kyle Wood to play, it's in a Game 7. And Gavin Osgood will continue to start. All right. There we go. Those will be our changes. Voronkov, Beniers, Pasternak, Stamkos, Vikingstad, Lindholm, Zaka, Minton, Kraus, Olivier, Brisson, Brazeau. Do not go gentle into that good night. What's Matty B's face-off out of curiosity? Matty B... I'm going to say 85? 84. 84 face-offs for Matty B. Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7. Do not go gentle into that good night. This team is better than a Game 7 exit against an inferior team. Come on now. We know that we can do this. I'm expecting you to go out and do this. Let's get it done. Do your jobs, gentlemen. First period, 1-0 Bruins. Steven Stamkos on the power play. Second period now, 3-1 Flyers. No. Zegras, Forster, and Michkov. 3-1 Flyers. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Come on. Third period. 1 goal in 40 minutes. We need something quick here in the third. We need something quick. No, 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 no. We're going in. 15 minutes. I don't care. We're going in. It's too short of a stream. This is exactly what live streams are for. We're going in, and I don't care if it's 15 minutes. Down by 4, we need to start working. Let's get to work. This is very rare, but let's get to work. I'm not going to allow the stream to end like this, down 4-1. 25 minutes in or whatever. No, 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 no. We need 3, and there's time to do it. It's a slow sim. Score 6 as a user? No, no. Oh, you could change lines. I wish you could change lines during sim, yes. I wish. Okay, should we convo Viking to play left wing? Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, so let's make the shooting has to go up. I'm going to keep everything else as is. I'm not going to mess with the coach. I'm just going to say shoot, because the game hates to shoot. Who knows if this even does anything? But just shoot. Cycle, cycle, cycle until they lose the puck. Just shoot it, man. I won't do anything else. 16:03 to go. We got to score 3. We could do this. They're going to score 5 more, but here we go. Here it comes. Forster behind the net. Pelletier. Osgood make that pass. No. Defensive zone face-off. Getting up before the whistle even goes. Okay, that was weird. Here we go. Defensive zone draw for Matty B. Switch the player's side so everyone's on their off wing. That's a possibility. Hold on a second, let me do this. Next face-off. Voronkov skates into the boards. Pasternak with space. Takes a shot. There you go. Vladar hangs on. Yeah, I know I'm playing the players on their off wings since the game loves the 1Ts and all that. So Voronkov, Pasternak can swap sides. Stamkos is a righty. He's already there. That's fine. And then it's just those guys, basically. Pasternak and Voronkov. That's it. We've got some 1Ts for Pasternak going. Offensive zone face-off. Come on, we're not ready for this to end yet. This team is too good for that. Come on now. Matty B, give me a big win here, Matty B. Loses it to Nolan. And then scared of Sanheim and skates back. What's the chances we get through the sim even? Voronkov, let's go. Skate, big boy. Michkov. In the neutral zone over to Burakovsky. Defense sides? No, I'm not going to do that, I don't think. I think it's better for the guys at the point if they have it on their side. Stamkos. McAvoy! Oh, off the post! Oh my goodness, then Evans gives it away and goes offside. Oh my goodness, Charlie McAvoy, what a chance. Oh, it's gonna come. Come on, boys, it's gonna come. Do I have to go in and play this? Is anyone opposed to that? It's not the GM data way. Vikingstad. Here we go. Stamkos. Get off the puck. Lindholm. Vikingstad in the corner. There you go. Do nothing. Hold on. Fighting through 6'8". Mombert 5'6". Yeah, gets pushed off the puck. No problem. All the way down. Konechny. All the way down. Graves. Hit off the puck. Lindholm. Stamkos. Come on. Go get a field goal. I want to. Stamkos in the corner and does nothing. Stamkos again to the point. Mombert! Glove save, Vladar. The energy's going to be going quick in 20-minute games. I used to play the Be a Pro series in NHL, what, 21? Only if you guarantee a Kyle Wood hat trick. I can play, but I can only be Kyle Wood. Minton keeps it in. Here you go. Come on, Minton. Can't get it through, and no one has any passion. I'm asking for a data series where he plays the games, and Hobbsy's been asking for a long time. I feel like I would be embarrassed against the computer these days, though. Minton. Kraus. Let's go, big boy. Number 6'7". Let's do it, Kraus. Andre. To Graves. Over to Pelletier. Rokian, whatever his name was. Pelletier. Pumped off. Kyle would be a pro. I wish you could choose a player. Minton. Come on, Minton. In the corner. Yes, Zaka. Why won't you shoot? Shoot the puck, man. Oh, my goodness. Kesselring to Olivier. Over to Brisson. Fourth line is out. Energy line. Let's go. Brisson. Pelletier to Forster. Dumps that in. Go after it. There you go. Brisson. Across to Olivier. And dumps that in. Great. If the game knew how to go and retrieve it, that would be great. Just dump and then lose. Dump, lose, back and forth. If we do nothing under 10 minutes, jump in. Okay, let's give it a chance. Brazeau. Justin Brazeau. It's no guarantee that me going in is any better. Brazeau. Olivier! Oh, big blocker save, Vladar. Oh my goodness. Zegras with his wheels. What are you doing? Where's the defense going? Truculence. There you go. Big hit. Everyone just skating around the body. This is the first time in a while the user team has controlled possession. Tell me about it, eh? That's true. We've had the shot. Scores! Riker Evans! He's a center, number 39. Yeah, thanks, game. What are you saying? He's a centerman. Now he's a D. Riker Evans gets us some life. Turn this music down, my goodness. Blasts it blocker side. It's been all Bruins And we're within 2. All right, we're within 2. Shot speed 101.6 from Riker Evans. Commander Riker Evans. They call him number 1 for a reason. And we're within 2 with 12:41 to go. From Vikingstad and Elias Lindholm. Burakovsky. Michkov, there you go, glove save, sponge. Make it so, number 1, yes. Evan Tosi, love to see that. Pasternak with space! York, stick lift goes nowhere. Just please don't take a penalty. Nolan. Big hit from Sparkplug, there you go. Beniers, Voronkov. Second line come out there. Eee, careful the changes. Drysdale, Michkov, York. Cam York. Okay, Mumbert, good work. Mumbert gets up to Stamkos. Stamkos, Kraus, 2-on-1. Lawson, Kraus. Oh, toe save. Kraus, big rig. Come on, we got the size. Stamkos, fight. No. Mikheyev, here's Wheels. Mikheyev skating in. Can't get through the poke check of Riker Evans, though, to Vikingstad. He's unstoppable, and he'll dump it in. That's not what the unstoppable X Factor is for, Vikingstad. York, Konechny, Barkey, Mikheyev. To Konechny, hit off the puck. We got to play physical. This is playoff hockey. Let's go, boys. Playoff hockey. Stamkos loses it. Mikheyev drives it. Everyone's tired out there. The game's not changing. Taking big hits. Konechny broken up by Evans. There you go. Skate, big boy. Evans. Minton. With space. Fraser Minton. 1T. Oh, Pasternak is stopped. Pasternak behind the net. Looking for opportunity. McAvoy. Lindholm through traffic. No. Need a face-off here, Wheels. Here's Bobby Brink. Can't get that. And Osgood will hang on. Fourth line coming out. With 11:02 to go. We still have life, down by 2. Couturier versus Brisson. Dead puck devils with these traps and transitions. Pasta when the walls fell. Big win, Brisson. Kesslering, come on. Come on, Darmok. Wood, up to Olivier. Olivier, come on. Just, I've done 32 hours in HLM since your last stream. It's got me in a chokehold. Jacob, that's crazy. Happy to hear that you're enjoying it, though. Brink puts that out of play. That's crazy. I love it. First line back out. No, fourth line can stay. We need to save the energy here. Fourth line comes out, though, for Philadelphia. Come on, Brisson. Big face-off win to Kesselring. Kesselring with Kyle Wood back there. Brazo up to Brisson. Brisson on net. That's blocked. Just get some energy going. Brisson with space. Yes. Kyle Wood. Kyle Wood. Kyle Wood. Woo! Kyle Wood scores in the year 2031 or 2029. Sorry. Oh, yes! From NHL 20 or 21 to NHL 26. He's still got it. Let me see those Kyle Wood emojis in the chat. Yes, Kyle Wood. Woo! 72 overall, but he will not be stopped. He will not be silenced. If anyone can get it done in Game 7, we said it's Kyle Wood, and we are now down by 1. We can do this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it, I love it. Kyle Wood, Data782 Hall of Famer. Kyle Wood, I need to meet this man. I'm gonna fly to Germany and go see one of his games. Here we go, Voronkov, don't stop. Voronkov, Mumbert! You got it, momentum's in our favor. We gotta get it. Michkov hit off the puck, Graves, Andre now, Emil Andre. Nolan with space, there you go. I hope it's scripted in our favor. Lindholm, long pass up to Voronkov. Let's go. Use that size, big boy. Doesn't, but okay. Burakovsky, Wood, DHOF emojis, get them in there. Yes. Big hit. Burakovsky, big hit again. Zegras, we're bullying them out here. Pasternak, 1T. Kyle Wood with a one-timer in tight. Oh my goodness, Kyle Wood. I was about to burn this house down if Kyle Wood scored on a one-timer slap shot to tie this game in Game 7. Oh my goodness, Kyle Wood, he almost had it. All right, Vikingstad on the dot, offensive zone draw, won by the Flyers. Sanheim, up to Pelletier. Jacob Pelletier. into the corner. He gets board pinned. Sanheim pokes it loose. Koian. Pelletier. Don't let him through. Good. Riker Evans. It's McAvoy. Data, if Wood scores a hat trick, you buy his jersey? Yes. Absolutely. Right now I can tell you that. Ooh, good block there. Game 7 hat trick, Kyle Wood. I'm going to the DEL store from Germany right now and ordering it. Riker Evans to Steven Stamkos on net. All right. Thanks for putting it on net, but that doesn't do anything. Forster to Pelletier. Sanheim. Pelletier finds space. Gets like triple team instantly to sort of take away the matches. Stamkos dumps it in. Yeah, we're getting tired out there. Sanheim to Konechny. Back into Bruins territory. Lots of speed there. Good poke. Great poke. Kraus. Broken up. Couturier can't get it through. Nicely done. Riker Evans losing. He's getting tired, but he's hanging on to the puck. My goodness. Brink hit off the puck. Minton. Good tag team. Zaka. Oh, big blocker save. Zaka when the walls fell. Come on. Zaka in the corner. Zaka when the walls fell. Come on. Konechny's going to dump that down. Ice! 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 There you go. Fourth line energy and Kyle Wood at the point. You already know. But he still has a sweat. I love it. With Brink at the face-off for them? Why? He got kicked out there? One back by Brisson to Wood. Oh my goodness! Kyle Wood! Yes! Kyle Wood! I don't believe this! I don't believe this! This is incredible! Kyle Wood, what a slapper! I put him out there. GM Data made the call, put him on the ice. What a beautiful picture that is. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in NHL 26. And just stands in front. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained, Kyle Wood? And it's a 4-4 game. Energy back to 100 for everybody. Kyle Wood staying out there, absolutely, from Brisson. Brisson, what a crazy call that was. Fourth line plus Wood. Oh my goodness, Kyle Wood, he's already in the Hall of Fame. He's already in the Hall of Fame. We got to get him in again. Pastrnak with space. Beniers! Let's go, it's all Boston now. Momentum in our favor, still 8 minutes to go. Kyle Wood, Joseph with the $9.99 Wood donation. Thank you very much. Brink through traffic, thanks for that, my friend. I'm going to go ahead and do this on my phone here on the side. That's 2 entries for you into the next created player raffle. Thank you, Joseph. All for Wood. Here he is. Speaking of him, Wood up to Beniers. Matty B. Oh my goodness, Kyle Wood. Kyle Wood, I'm gonna buy the jersey. Pastrnak off the post. Do you believe in Kylicles? Miracles, Kylicles? Oh my goodness, I do. I do believe. Do you believe in miracles? You know what? I could do that. Do you believe in miracles? Oh my goodness. That's what Turby's donation's going towards. Forster? No. Kyle almost walked it in like Kale. Kale McCarr? You mean Kyle Wood? Andre! Big save, Osgood. Come on, Osgood. We're relying on you now. Here's big boy Kyle. Up to Lindholm. Sorry, Kyle. Get off the ice. You need to polish your crown. Jake Bean to Tyson Forster. Charlie McAvoy. Good. Vikings that out to Stamkos. Stammer on net. Directed into the corner. Kale McCarr. Kyle McCarr. I love it. Andre behind the net. Oh, I can't take my eyes off the screen. Andre at the point. Bean pushed off. There you go. Kyle needs a breather before his hat trick. Yes, he does. If Boston completes the comeback, Data needs to print off that still frame of Kyle Wood and hang it next to the PS5. Literally. Hold on. Kessel ring. Viking stat. Is Kyle out there? McAvoy off the skate. Hold on, Desora. Desora, if... Oh, scores! Justin Brazeau! Wow! Justin Brazeau! 5-4 Bruins! If Kyle Wood scores another goal, I need to buy a jersey from a German website. Is that okay?
Depends on how many donos come in.
It depends on the donos. Joseph, hold on. 7-6. Make sure it's the right Joseph. 9-6. From down 4-1. Sorry, I got distracted. But Brazeau scores and we're ahead now. And from down 4-1, we lead 5-4. Thanks to Justin Brazeau down on that fourth line. These guys are driving all of the offense. We now lead 5-4 in Game 7. Here, Joseph times 2. There you go. So I make sure those are done for the proper Joseph. We still have a lot of game left to go. 6 minutes left. Burakovsky in front, broken up by Evans. Now here's Zaka. You can't buy a Roosters jersey, but Wood played most of his career with the Tucson Roadrunners. Yeah, well, you can't. I don't know, there must be a site that you can buy Rooster jerseys from, or a custom, and you put Wood's name on it. Something, right? What a hit on Burakovsky. Michkov. Evans almost puts it in his own net. Yeah, fourth line plus Kyle Wood. Actually, the third pair's tired.
Hi, Hobbsy.
Desora's gonna be here for some Kyle Wood luck as well.
Dropping a little cameo.
Yeah. From the point. You know Kyle Wood, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's a 72 overall now, and he comes in here in Game 7, scores 2 goals. Olivier on net let our glove save. Can you believe that?
I had to see what I was
He was scratched the entire series. Game 7, I put him into the lineup. He scores 2 goals.
Wow.
Down 4-1, now we're up 5-4.
Wow.
Zegras, Drysdale, but he saw what a machine this guy is as well. Bruins reclusive owner has joined the stream. That's you. Oh, what a save from Osgood. You're the reclusive owner. Big glove save from Osgood. Sorry, I didn't give that enough credit there. Huge glove from Gavin Osgood. Mikhaev over to Konechny, back into Boston territory with 5 minutes to go. Into the corner, still with possession, behind the net. Broken up. We've been bullying this Flyers team ever since we came in here. We wanted to build a team that was going to be able to play in the playoffs, especially in the slow sim, and that's what we've gotten right now.
That's right.
Olivier can't get that shot away. All right. Andre. There you go. Easy saves for Gavin. McAvoy to Krause. Vera Storm is the goalie of Philadelphia.
Hey.
But she got injured. Pasternak to Minton! Big save there from Vladar.
So it's not her then?
No. She had a sore foot out for 3 weeks.
She's not doing well.
No. 1-T! Oh, Riker Evans. Oh, scores! What a goal! Pasternak, what a shot! Are you not entertained, he says to the Wells Fargo or Xfinity, whatever arena. Third of the playoffs, and it is now a 2-goal Bruins lead. From down 4-1, we lead 6-4. That's crazy. What a crazy short-angle shot. Get Kyle Wood on the ice now. Let's stop playing games. Get Kyle back out here. What a snipe from David Pasternak. I didn't even have to hop in or anything. Hold on. What are they calling that? The Mannheim Roosters? What are they called? Is that Tristan Jarry? No. Hold on. Kyle Wood. Kyle Wood's on what team? The Iserlohn Roosters. Okay. Jerseys. For sure you can get one somewhere. Yeah, shop.iec.de. Yeah. There's some European website here. You found, yeah, there's somewhere. Send Wood out on his own. He can take the Flyers solo. Hold on, I'm not even watching the game here. I'm sorry. I'm looking for Kyle Wood jerseys. I know this hat trick is coming. It's 80 euros, not bad. Ooh, good save, Osgood. Hold on. Let's let Kyle rest. Can you get first? Oh, I don't speak German though. You speak German?
No, sadly.
I sent you a link of something to add to your shrine. Here, let me see this, Homsy. There's a Kyle Wood autographed upper. Oh my goodness. How much is that going for on eBay? $2.99? Easy. But is that a certified autograph? I don't know. It looks just like a letter K. 89 euros. Is it a Kyle Wood jersey or a Roosters jersey? Oh yeah, put it in the Discord. Hold on. That's on eBay. That's just a number 65 though. Oh, he wore this. Game practice worn, number 65. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not even watching this game right now. You do some commentating here. This one.
It's definitely more Davis gift for commentating.
Where's 89? Where's Wood? I don't see Wood anywhere. What number is he? If it wasn't such a tight game, I would be watching it. Big block there. Roosters, Wood, DEL.
That was some of the loudest squeals I've heard in a while.
Yeah, for Wood. Oh, he's number 3. Ah. Oh, there he is, number 3, Wood. Oh, I could definitely get one of these. Authentic versus Fantricot. What's Fantricot versus authentic?
It's just a t-shirt.
Fantricot. What's a Fantricot? Google Translate. Bronkov. Fantricot. To English. What is this? German to English. Fan jersey. So fan jersey versus authentic jersey. Alright, so a medium fan jersey of Kyle Wood, 90 euros. That's doable, right? Voronkov scores! Dmitry Voronkov. What a bloodbath this has been. We are built for the slow sim. Just shredding this Flyers team. From down 4-1, welcome Sean Avery as well. From down 4-1 in Game 7, we now lead 7-4. Thanks as well, in large part, to the 2 goals from Kyle Behemoth Wood. He's back on the ice, searching for that hat trick. Come on, Kyle. If he gets it, we make the order tonight. Does this qualify as a blowout? I think so. I wasn't watching for a little bit, now I'm focused. So that was Pasta's 3rd goal, so Wood was tied with Pasta briefly. Oh, that's crazy, I love that. Glove save, Osgood, easy. Easy save. 6 goals in a period. 6 goals in the last, 13 minutes. And we'll move on to round 2. We're not done yet. The stream was about to finish after 25
6
minutes.
goals just in the 1 period.
Yeah. We were down 4-1, now we're up 7-4.
This is all in the 3rd period.
Yep. Stamkos. Lindholm. Find Kyle. Find Big Kyle. We should watch every elimination game like this. Yeah, with this type of team that we've built physicality-wise, sure. Big block from Wood on the dump-in. Oh, and the gifted memberships come in. 5 gifted memberships from Cagney. That's awesome. Cack, Wind 5444, Dark Davy, Optic NRG, and Gabe E. Welcome to the membership here on the channel. You are now members for the next month. Ooh, exclusive and badges, emojis, and the what are you looking at?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. And as well the what am I trying to say? The access to the exclusive Discord channel of the behind the scenes of stuff going on. 3XS, XXS, and XS and small Kyle Wood jerseys are sold out. No problem. I'll get a medium then, I guess. Memberships courtesy of Kyle Wood and DeSource from Moon Data's Kryptonite of backup goalies 2 got injured after Game 4 to bring in the backup, and it would have worked if not for Kyle Wood. Exactly, that's what it was. Sorry, I'm looking at a lot of different things at once. Cagney with a very generous 5 memberships donated to those viewers. Here comes Justin Brazeau into the final minute now. If we can get a face-off, I'll take timeout. Wood would need to get on the ice one more time. Mikhaev off the post. All right, 3rd deep pair with first line. We'll take a timeout here. There we go. Call timeout. Roosters have a better logo than half the NHL. Yes. Even if he doesn't get the hat trick, the chance of us buying this jersey by the end of the night is not done yet. We still have the rest of the postseason to go. Kyle Wood, Stanley Cup Game 7 overtime winner. What he did in timeout when leading by 3 goals is diabolical. I gotta rest up Kyle. Oh, what was that? Between the legs backhand shot from Michkov. Matty Beniers, find Wood. Wood is streaking. Oh, he stopped up. 1T Pasternak just wide. Nolan, Michkov, come on, keep control. Oh, we want that Kyle Wood Hattie. Disrespectful, we need it. It was just because of Kyle. Off the post. Vronkov. Kyle had to rest up. Kesselring, find Kyle. Beniers. Dumped in, and that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. We are off to the 2nd round, down 4-1 in Game 7. We claw our way back to win 7-4. And we are through to round 2. For the 2nd time in 4 years, we make it to at least round 2 or further. To at least round 2, we have made it further. Kyle Wood with a 2-goal game. Instantly, a classic in channel history. Difficulty was on Superstar. Petition to make Kyle captain for one last run. It's not his last run, but I hear that. Technically, the legend of Kyle Wood made you more than 90 euros. It's just right to show the love to that beautiful man. That's very true. That is very true. I am on board for that. What a comeback in Game 7. Shots end 45-43 for Philly. Brazeau a goal and assist, second star. Let's see his face. Do you want to see his face? Have you seen his face before? Wood was on Superstar. Everyone else was on Rookie. Second star Tyson Forster. Please tell me first star is Kyle Wood then with 2 goals. It's got to be first star. Hey, Charlie McAvoy. The disrespect to Kyle Wood. That's why the Flyers, they couldn't put him out there. They would have had a riot. Can we check Kyle Wood's shooting percentage? Must have been 2 for 2. I think, didn't he miss one? Was it 2 for 3 or 2 for 2? Anyways, through 7 games. What a 7-game series that was. 8 points in 7 games from Elias Lindholm. I love it. McAvoy 7. He's point per game. Hey guys, just jumped on setting up scouting my own NHL 26 franchise. Matthew, you just missed a crazy first round. First star in our hearts, yes. Pasternak 6 points. Same for Vikingstad and Evans. So we had 3 defensemen with 6 points. Oh no, that's Elias, not Hampus. 2 defensemen who had 6 points or more. Voronkov 5, Stamkos 5, Minton 5, Zaka 5, Beniers had 4, same for Kesselring, Krause 3, Brazeau 3, Kyle Wood 2 goals on 3 shots, shooting at 66.7%. Brisson had 2 assists in his one game that he played as well, so crazy changes that really worked out for us. Iginla's going to stay out for now. Mombert, Lindholm, Kolesar staying out as well. And goaltending-wise, Osgood goes 4-2-1 with a .915 save percentage and 2.86 goals against average. Over in Philly, Storm had a .916 save percentage before she got injured. Vladar comes in and has an .872 save percentage with 4.72 goals against average. Hurts. Wow. If you're just joining us, you just missed one of the most classic series in channel history, and we're through to round 2. Leave a like if you haven't already in an episode like this. And remember to subscribe, hit the bell, as the trade deadline in the real world NHL is less than a week away now. It's 6.5 days technically. We should go back and check her injury. I think it was something of a foot, no? Oh, no, it wasn't a foot. It wasn't a sore foot. It was something else. I told you before it was a sore foot. And we're through to play the Rangers in round 2. Her injury was something, it was upper body, I think. No, it was a bruised foot. Okay, I was right. I thought it showed her head last time, or her chest. No, bruised foot out till May 24th. Not a sore foot, a bruised foot.
Oh, it's only...
And we're through to the second round against the Rangers, who took down the Hurricanes in a 5-game series. When Wood retires, you should retire his number, absolutely. The Rangers... So that's why in HLM you can do that. Where are the Rangers? I passed them. Chanel Mombert probably stomped her. I guess that's what it was. Oh, there they were. Rangers 46-31-5 on the season. More wins than not. Again, another team that had more wins but was lower in the standings. Bruised foot out for a month. Classic EA. Care package en route. Come on, Mighty Joe. Mighty Joe wants to get us buying that jersey. Do I buy it anyways? I don't know. Pittsburgh trading Jerry for a defenseman and a goalie, then trading that defenseman for a second. Yeah, Kyle Dubas had some magic going there. All right, so now we face off against the Rangers. MSG, so the Rangers have home ice advantage. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10. So they beat a very good Hurricanes team, correct? The Hurricanes were... No, they were 17th place. Okay, so, because of the placements and all that. So the Hurricanes were 39-31-12. Easy series for the Rangers. Now we're going to wake them up. So let me put this in the history right here. So win against Philly in 7. And now for the 3rd time in 4 years, we make it to the second round. So that's 3. We've made it to the postseason. Every time we've made it to the postseason in the series, we've made it to the second round. The last 2 times we lost in the second round. We want this time to be one where we go further, obviously. So let's see this Rangers lineup. Welcome to all 25 of you watching. Already an instant classic here on the channel. One of the craziest first-round matchups in channel history already. Alexis Lafrenière on the first line with Mika Zibanejad and David Young. 87, 84, 86 on that first line. Production, 1 goal from Young. 4 points from Zibanejad, 5 points in 5 games from Lafreniere. Cooley, who would be a great big bad Bruin, he has 2 points. Oh, here comes Mighty Joe. Mighty Joe, Mighty Joe, Mighty Joe. Hold on, let's pause it here for Mighty Joe, who leaves a 25, saying, here are some smackarolis for the playoff run. Go, Bees, go. Thank you, Mighty Joe, for that 25. Entries, and Desaur saying a woohoo from the distance. Mighty Joe, let me put this in right here. Mighty Joe, that's 25, that's 4. So doubled because it's through PayPal. 8 entries for you in the next created player raffle. Plus, channel members instantly already have their own created player. It's collectively. JT Miller and Gabriel Perrault on that second line. Matt Rempe would be a great player for us in a franchise mode. He's with Vinny Trocheck and Artemi Panarin. Fourth line, Othman, Carrick, and Taylor Radish. Thanks again, Mighty Joe. That is not necessary for all that you do. You, King Turby, it's so generous, and I thank you for it. Laugh point per game in 87, so unrealistic. Yeah. Gavrikov and Fox on the first pair here in New York. John Carlson with Albert Johansson on the second pair, and third pair Carson Soucy with Braden Schneider. Goaltending, it's Shesterkin at a 91, 932 save percentage, 2.36 goals against average. All right, backed up by Fedotov. Scratches, Borgen with Niederreiter and Edstrom. All right, so there are the Rangers. There's that Rangers squad. Weak down the middle overall-wise, but they're here after a 5-game series. They're more rested. Looking at the right side of your screen, goals for, we get it. Goals against, they're better. Power play, we're at 38.5%. They have not scored a single power play goal. And penalty kill, we're at 96.2. They're at 82.4. All right, so let's do it. Game 1 of round 2 here at Madison Square Garden. Into the slow sim we go. First period of game 1, it's 2-0 Rangers. Rempe and Carrick shorthanded. Come on, don't tell me the magic is gone. Second period, no scoring. Shots are 29-16 for the Rangers. We have to go into the slow sim every time. Not in the slow sim, we have to go into the live sim. Viking stat makes it a 2-1 game. Power play Rangers. Killed off. We're within 1. But Young, one of the created players, David Young, of the 32 created players in this series, makes it 3-1 Rangers. Power play Bruins goes nowhere. We're being outshot 36-26. 5 minutes to go. I'd want to hop in for the live sim with how well we did against the Flyers, but we'll save that. We dropped game 1 at MSG by a score of 3-1, only getting 1 past Shesterkin. All right, 3-1 loss to open up this series on the road. Can we check our lines? Sure, yeah. I don't know if I want to change anything after what we just did in game 7, but yes. Voronkov, 6 points plus 4. Beniers, 4 points -1. Pasternak, 6 points plus 1. Stamkos, -2. Vikingstad, plus 3 with 7 points. Lindholm, even. Zacha, -6. Do we do something with Pavel Zacha there? -6. But I don't know if I'd promote anyone on that fourth line. Brazeau, but then do I want to put an 88 overall Pavel Zacha on the fourth line? That's the thing. +3, +3, -1, -2, -1, -1. The defense there. Oh, it's good, 9-16. Let's give it game 2. Let's give it game 2 and see. Here we go for game 2 at MSG. Stamkos swap with Zacha. I think that's going to be the change we make if we make one. First period, 1-0 Bruins. There's David Pasternak on the power play, being outshot by double. Lawson Krause, and then Justin Brazeau. 3-0 Bruins early. And but the Rangers fight back. Zibanejad and Rempe score late in the second. Shots are 22-17 for New York, and we lead 3-2. 1 goal cushion for us. Power play New York, and there's David Young scoring as the power play expires. But hold on, David Pasternak on a power play of our own puts us back up 4-3. Power play Rangers, 5-on-3 for New York. Huge penalty kill. Another power play. Who's taking all these penalties for Boston? 5 minutes to go, up by 1. Is that enough? Please be enough with 2 minutes to go. And David Pasternak's power play goal proves to be the winner. Oh my goodness. Look at all these penalties. Look at all these penalties. Adam, happy Friday, buddy. Welcome to the stream. We somehow pull out a 4-3 victory. Gavin Osgood, thank you very much. Pasternak scores 2 goals, including the game winner. And we squeak out a victory in game 2 to tie the series at 1. Kesselring out till May 20th with an upper body injury. So that means we'll have Craig Iginla come back into the lineup and play third pair with Kyle Wood. All right. Do we swap Stamkos and Zacha, though? 5 points, -2. Yeah, let's do it. Let's make that swap there. Zacha, Vikingstad, Lindholm, and Stamkos, Minton, Kraus. We'll do that in the middle 6. All right? That one was closer than I would have wanted it to be. But 4-3, and the series is tied at 1. Now best of 5, headed back to TD Garden. Whew, let's do it. Game 3 here in round 2. We've never made it further in the GM data era. First shot of the game, Matt Rempe. Third goal of the series. 3 goals in 3 games for Matt Rempe. First period, 2-0 Rangers. David Young and Matt Rempe are the only ones scoring. This is crazy. Second period, 2-1. Brisson gets us something down that fourth line. Shots are 25-16 for New York, but we're down by 1. Let's go. It all it takes is 1 shot here. Thank you. Vikingstad does that. Is it ever worth it to take time to try and adjust line fits? Like to make the players adapt to the coach? Yes, it's worth it. Is it worth it to change your entire lineups you had all year to do that? Anecdotally, maybe. But thank you, Eric Vikingstad. We have a 2-2 game. Shots are 30-20 for New York into the final 10 minutes now. Next goal wins territory with 7 minutes left. Come on, boys. Here in the final 3 minutes. Yes, Matty Beniers! Is that enough, Matty Beniers? Yes, it is! Huge win late, 2 goals in the third, and the Bruins win 3-2 despite being outshot 34-24. Huge Game 3 victory. Osgood makes 32 saves. Matty Beniers, who had been quiet since the beginning of round 1, big goal there in Game 3, and we now have a 2-1 series lead. Maybe move some bulk up to the third line to counter Rempe. Good thinking. I like that, Heaven is toasty. Kraus is... but who comes out? Stamkos, Minton, and Kraus. Does Brazeau come in? Kraus, 4 points, -4. Brazeau, 5 points, +4. All right, let's do it. Brazeau to the third line. Olivier, Brisson, Kraus on the fourth line. Sure. Good call. All right, big win. Up 2 games to 1. Can we take a 3-1 lead on this series now at TD Garden for Game 4? First period, 0-0, shots 13-9 for the Rangers. Second period, 1-0 Bruins, Elias Lindholm. Shots are 21-20 for the Rangers, but we lead 1-0. There's David Young again, 1-1 game. 15 minutes to go, and Artemi Panarin scores his first of the series. That was bound to happen. 31-24, and now Vinny Trocheck makes it a 3-1 game. 3 goals in the third period. Power play Bruins. Not Beniers. Power play Bruins. Hold on. Chanel Mombert. And you know what? Let's hop in. We had such good luck last time. Let's hop in. Down 3-2. Chanel Mombert gets us within 1. Let's hop into the final 4 or 5 minutes of the third period and see if we have any luck like last time against the Flyers. Let's do exactly what I did before. Turn those shooting sliders up. And swap the sides for Voronkov and Pasternak. And let's see what happens. Could we have scored in the slow sim? Who knows, right? But I wasn't feeling especially hopeful. So let's do that. All right, here we go with 4.5 minutes to go in the third period here at TD Garden. We'll win and go up 3 games to 1, or the Rangers will win and tie the series at 2. Lawson, Kraus. Let's go. We're a team built for the live sim. Kraus to the point. Mombert takes a deflection. Big save there. Brisson in the corner. To Mombert at the point. Over to Lindholm. Now to Kraus. Lindholm. No, Mombert, sorry, through traffic. Just wide blocker side. Fox down to Young. To Zibanejad. Zibanejad. Stick him up. There you go. All these X factors are working for us. Brisson. Oh, no. Cooley in front. Oh, what a pad save on the EA cheese in front. Huge save, Gavin Osgood. Get the first pair. Zacha. Actually, no, get the third pair. We need Wood on the ice. Cooley. Speaking of which, let's go, Cooley. Oh, what an interception from Kyle Wood. Let's go. Kyle gets it out of the zone. He does his job. 3.5 to go. Zibanejad. Yeah, 2 goals from PLD. I just saw that. I have him in fantasy. Cooley behind the net. Fighting still with it. Iginla picks it up to Wood. Giveaways Zibanejad. Fox. Big blocker save from Gavin Osgood. Pasternak to Matty B now. Matty B dumps that in. Go for the change. 3:13 to go. Lafreniere to Young. Can't get to the neutral zone. Lafreniere goes back into his own zone. Finds Cooley for the outlet. Cooley back to Lafreniere. Poke checked. Fox, Lafreniere now entering Boston territory finally. Nice move, but can't get through. I'm not sure who that was on defense. Push to the corner. Very good. Fox, Cooley to the point. Carlson scores. John Carlson. Everyone who scores is a centerman. Yeah, center number 74. 4-2 Rangers. That'll likely be all she wrote. No, I'm not watching this. Marco Sturm, there you go. So the Rangers will likely tie this series at 2. Timeout? I want to wait till there's a... because the energy's going to get drained again. I want to wait till it's a little bit closer. I have a serious case of lag due to horrible airport Wi-Fi. What's this jersey you speak of? Kyle Wood... if he scored a hat-trick, I was ordering a jersey from Germany on the spot. From his team that he plays for in DEL, the Roosters. I was going to buy a Kyle Wood jersey. But he did not score a hat-trick, so we're holding off. And we're going to wait and see if he does any more heroics to get us to buy that jersey. If you ever see someone walking around in Montreal with a Kyle Wood Roosters jersey, you know it's me. Stamkos. Brazeau! Oh, man. Not much of a shot there, but I think it even hit a stick. Panarin behind the net. Here's Radish. Schneider. Up to Carrick now with about 2 minutes left in the third. Carrick gets his shot away. A little floater. Osgood to McAvoy. Let's get the second line out with Kyle Wood. Welcome to all 28 of you watching. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. We are in game 4 of the second round here with the Bruins franchise mode series. If we win, we go up 3 games to 1. If we lose, the series is tied at 2. Wood, there he is. There's Kyle Wood. Over to Vikingstad. Dumping it in again. Don't dump it, boys. Matt Rempe, machine. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell as breaking news, trades, and analysis will be coming your way over the next week as the NHL trade deadline approaches. Here's Young back into his own zone. Carlson to Fox. Given away. Voronkov. There you go. Skate, big boy. Voronkov. Evans. Over to Beniers. Can you start pulling? Let's go. Nope. Give away. Fox. To Zibanejad. Young. Zibanejad. Glove save Osgood, and he'll hang on, right? Of course he will. Bite anyway. What a legend. I know, we have to, right? I feel like we have to no matter what. 90 euros is a bit much. I don't know what the import fees are going to be, but the donos are helping to make that possible, right? Borgen fighting here. Oh my goodness, no one can get the puck. Susi, Perrault. Pad save there for a puck that was going wide. Mambert to Kraus. Here we go. Pulling the goalie no matter what. Oh, actually not no matter what, because he can't get through the neutral zone. Perrault. Borgen. Yeah, not as strong here as we were against the Flyers, sadly. Let's get the first line out. We'll take a timeout now, I suppose, since the game is starting to wind down. Call the timeout. There's a few different jerseys you could get of Kyle Wood. Maybe now would be kind of impossible, since he doesn't play for those teams anymore. But there's Kunlun Red Star in the KHL. Kladno with Jager's team in 2022. He played with Jager. A bunch of AHL teams that he played for. Alright, here we go. Pulling the goalie. Matty B. Alright, let's just let them score their goal. Or we'll just move on. Whatever happens. Big rig. Voronkov. Find the net. Ooh, Beniers the chance. He keeps getting just literally pushed into the corner. And just glides there. And of course, Rempe is going to score this goal. This guy's been crazy. He misses the net though. 20 seconds to go. Evans to McAvoy. Beniers. Pastrnak. Alright, so we'll have a 2-2 series, a best of 3 headed back to MSG. Panarin to Susi. Broken up. Let's go Pastrnak. To Zaka. Gets a shot on net. Easy save, Shesterkin. And the Rangers win 4-2. Alright, shots in this one end 41-32 for the Rangers. And we have a 2-2 series. Any hot takes for the trade deadline IRL? Hot takes. Hard to say. I'd have to sit down and think about it a little bit harder than that. Welcome, Sheriff, one of our channel members. Like, is it really a hot take to say, like, oh, Shane Wright's going to get traded or something? Is that really a hot take per se? I think the Penguins could be buyers. How about that? There's my hot take. I think the Penguins could be buyers, if that's a hot take. Okay, so we move into Game 5 now with the series tied at 2. Stammer for Robo? No, Stammer's not going to waive his no-trade clause. I could see a trade where the Rangers give one of their strong players to the Stars in a Robo swap or something, but I don't know if Robo's the type of players that the Rangers would want. Anyways, best of 3 now. The series tied at 2. Kyle Wood returns from Germany to sign in the NHL. I would snap. My brain would snap. First period, that would be your hot take. First period, 1-1. Gabe Perreault and Lawson Krause, 1-1 game after 20. Second period, 2-2 game. Cooley on the power play. The first Rangers power play goal of their entire postseason. And Lawson Krause scores his second of the game to tie this game. Shots are 24-14. We're outshooting them by 10, but we're tied at 2 into the third and final period. The winner of this period goes up 3-2. There's Craig Aginla with his first career playoff goal, and David Pastrnak to hold on Matt Rempe. Who else but Matt Rempe? Makes it 4-3 now. 1-goal game as we lead with 10 minutes to go. Sens are going to conservative bias, says Hobbsy. There's your hot take. All right. 5 minutes to go. Can we hang on to this 1-goal lead thanks to David Pastrnak, the captain, putting us up? Matty Beniers puts this to bed, and Chanel Mombert adds an empty netter. Rangers lose this one, despite coming back in the shots, and the Bruins win 6-3. Shots end 36-31. Pastrnak a goal and assist, including the game winner. Beniers a goal and an assist, and Lawson Krause with 2 goals, keeping us alive in the first and second period. Matt Rempe, this guy's crazy. Preds will do nothing and just miss the playoffs? Yeah, probably. Let me see this Rangers team here for a second. Hang on. Matt Rempe, 33rd line, 79 overall, and 4 goals, all against us. Right. David Young's been good as well. 5 goals, almost all against us, too, it feels like. All right, big 6-3 win on the road, no less. And now a chance to end this series in Game 6 at TD Garden. Toronto gives Boston the 6th overall pick. That'll be something. I want a Mombert for Mombert versus Rempe fight. Rempe fight. 5'6" versus what? 6'7"? He has the reach, but she has the toughness. I'd love to see that. All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 6 at TD Garden. Will we make it outside of the second round for the first time of the GM Data era? The last time the Bruins made a conference final was when they made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final in 2019. 10 years later, can we make it to a conference final? Here we go for Game 6. Against the Rangers. First period, 3-1 Bruins. Lindholm power play goal. Cooley ties it. Zaka with a goal, go ahead, and then Pastrnak with his, of this series. A lot of goals this series. We're up 3-1. Second period, 3-3. Fox and Zibanejad tie this game. Shots are 27-19, but we're all tied at 3. Next one might be the winner in a game like this. Mathieu Olivier makes it 4-3 Bruins. Is that his first of the postseason or his second? Panarin ties it back to even ground here. Now it's really next goal wins territory with 8 minutes to go. Shots 36-27 Boston. 6 minutes left. Kyle, we're looking for you. Mathieu Olivier avec son deuxième. His second goal. Will that be enough? Ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Bruins are off to the Eastern Conference Final with a 6-game victory over the Rangers. Mathieu Olivier scores twice in the third period. Riker Evans scores an empty netter. The Bruins outshoot the Rangers 45-29, making it to the third round for the first time in the GM Data era, and for the first time in 10 years. Olivier 2 goals, Beniers 3 assists, Pastrnak a goal and 2 assists. Rangers losing the series in 6 games. Let me put this here. Win against the Rangers in 6. Off to the Eastern Conference Final for the first time in the GM Data era. GM Data was brought in here to make a difference. 4 seasons, 3 second round... So 4 seasons, 1 Eastern Conference Final, at worst, 2 round 2 exits, and 1 missing the playoffs. So of our 4 years, we made it to the second round or further 3 times. Very good. Now we're in the Eastern Conference Final, and we don't want to stop here. The Wood magic. Yes, the Wood effect. Let's check out the numbers here. through, what, 13 games so far. David Pastrnak, 7 goals and 14 points. Matty Beniers with 12. McAvoy has 12 assists. Elias Lindholm, 11 points, -3. Riker Evans has 11 points. Voronkov and Zacha both with 10 points. Vikingstad, Krause with 9. Minton 6. Stamkos just 5 points. Same for Brazeau and Brisson. Brisson has 5 points in 7 games. That's crazy. Maybe he goes third line center. Kyle Wood, what? Didn't know about the assists. Kyle Wood has 4 points in 7 games. Kesselring has the same. Mombert has 3 as an 85 overall. Olivier, his first 2 goals were the biggest, 3 points. Lindholm, 3 assists. Iginla, 2 points in 10 games. Kolesar, nothing. And goaltending, Gavin Osgood, 8-4-1 with a .912 save percentage and 3.01 goals against average. Is this jersey happening? Man. Hold on, let me just look very quickly here. If I were to get a fan jersey in a small, let's say, a small fan jersey... Can this website be translated, please? Yes, a small fan jersey, add to cart, and check out. What's the shipping like to Canada here? Let's see. Oh no, they don't ship to Canada! I'd have to ship to someone in Europe and then have them ship it here, probably. Oh no, they don't ship to Canada! I have to find a site that does, or... some sort of customization. I don't know. I'd have to look into it differently then. Oh, that's devastating. If let's say the furthest point, let's say it's going to, I don't know. Let's say it's going to, I don't know, France. Try and look into it. There you go. What's this word here? Is this Lieferance? Hold on. Google Translate. Entry, delivery, address. I don't have an address. Okay, I'll have to look at it another time then. Kyle Wood. We love you, Kyle. Yeah, look into it. Look into it, Yorkie. Okay, who are we going to be facing now? Bortuzzo injured down in the AHL. Head coach replaced. It's going to be the Panthers. All right, and Costa's back. Hold on. Let's best lines. Hold on. Advance a day. And here we are in the Eastern Conference Final against the Panthers. Over in the West, it's Winnipeg versus Seattle. Wow, Beniers and Evans against their old team? That would be interesting. So against the Panthers, who we beat in 7 last year in the first round, we now face them the next year in the Eastern Conference Final. And the AHL, things are looking pretty good. DiPietro's been great, actually. I think I'm going to keep him. They're playing against Laval right now. Lakovic has an 81 overall. He's ready for the NHL next season. Preston, Roseyan. Who's back? Bortuzzo's injured. I'll ship it to Lacton. Ooh, yes, Lacton's in the Czech Republic, right? That could be an idea. Barkov's going to have to play defense. All right, fine. That's definitely an idea. Sebastian Cossa. You know what? No, I'm going to keep... Yeah, we're going to keep DiPietro in. He's been crazy. And that's it. There's Alex Texier, of course. Do we swap Minton and Brisson? 6 points, -3. Brisson has 5 points +6. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Maybe, does that mess up the fourth line, though? What do you think? What do you think here, AGMs? Yeah, we could shift it to Lacton. That could be an idea. The Panthers, who went 50, 25, and 7. Did someone say Texier? Yes, sir. Email them and ask them about shipping to Canada. I guess we could do that too. Let's wait and see. So the Panthers won the conference, and they were 3rd in the NHL with a 50, 25, and 7 record. The Jets are still out there. Who hope that I don't want the Kraken to take care of them. Yeah, they're probably dropship providers. I'm sure. We have to just look into that. Okay, let's see this Panthers lineup. Oops. Let's see this Panthers lineup. All right, here we go. Matthew Tkachuk, Alex Barkov, Sam Reinhart. Tkachuk 12 points +8, 19 penalty minutes in 12 games. Barkov 12 points, Reinhart 13 points. Second line, Samoskevich, Lundell, Verhaeghe. Third line, former Bruin Brad Marchand with Sam Bennett and Brett Leeson. 6'5" power forward. What a line there. Fourth line, Evan Rodriguez, not Doggy, being buried. Doggy's created player. And Gadjevich. All right. Defense, Forsling and Jones, Ekblad, Ferraro, and Mikola with Chatfield. Wow. Goaltending, 83 overall, Sergei Bobrovsky, 40 years old, but a .925 save percentage. Does anyone think if we reached out to Kyle Wood, he'd send over a jersey? If there was a way to reach out to him, absolutely. And Nedeljkovic backing up as well. Bobrovsky, crazy numbers. At the age of 40 here. Scratches Cole Timmins and an injured Eetu Luosterainen. All right, so there's the lineup here in Florida. 7 goals, 10 points from Anton Lundell. Wow. All right, let's do it. Game 1 of round 3. We made it to the Eastern Conference Final, but we don't want to stop there. This could be a cup run, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get Kyle Wood's name on that cup. Here we go for game 1 of round 3. First shot of the series goes in for the Panthers. First period ends 2-2. All right. Forsling opens it up. Brisson up on the third line gets his 6th point in 8 games. We need to send him a compilation of all the clips if we could just find a way to contact him. Lindholm on the power play puts us up 2-1, and then Doggy ties it at 2 on that fourth line. Second period, 3-3 goal apiece. Brisson with another point! Who is this guy? Only way I've seen his message on Instagram, but he hasn't posted since 2023. That's tough. Brad Marchand gets one late. Shots are 23-19 for the Bruins. I need someone to go through and find all the best moments to make a compilation. Power play Panthers. Verhaeghe scores in the power play. They still have a power play killed off, but they do get 1 power play goal. Power play Panthers again killed off. Power play Bruins. 5-on-3, 5-on-4 killed off. Down by 1 with 6 minutes to go. Shots are 32-26 for the Bruins. We need one late. Minute and a half to go. And the Panthers hang on for the 4-3 victory as we outshoot them 34-29. Tag the team on the video? What could something like that could be an idea. Something like that. I wonder how active their social media is. The Roosters themselves, yeah, I wonder. Looking on the right side, I didn't compare yet, my apologies. Goals for, we have way more. Goals against, Panthers are way better. Power play, we have them. Pound and kill, we have them. But overall, very well-constructed team for the Panthers, and they want one more cup with this core. Bobrovsky at 40 years old. They want one more. We lose there at Amerant Bank Arena in Game 1. We head into Game 2 with higher hopes. First period, 2-0 Bruins. Lindholm and Brazeau put us up early. Second period, 3-0 Riker Evans. Yes, there were the hiccups. Shots are 30-21 in our favor, and we're up 3-0. We got to take down Bob. Power play for the Panthers. Lindholm scores a shorthanded goal. Elias Ferraro gets one past Osgood, and then another Lundell 45 seconds later. We're up by 2, but thank you. The 3-goal cushion is restored by Voronkov. 5-2 Bruins with under 10 to go now. Power play Panthers, that's killed off, and that should be all she wrote to tie the series at 1 and make it a best of 5 headed to TD Garden. Shots end 38-36 in this one. 5-2 Bruins, big win, love to see it. Osgood 34 saves, Hampus Lindholm a goal and an assist. Voronkov a goal and an assist. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Kesselring now back to full health. Iginla did well, but we're going to get him back in the lineup. Craig Iginla, 12 games, 2 points, -3. Kesselring will come back. Kyle Wood stays here. 4 points, -3. He could be a -68. I don't care. And who do I want to see the stats on? Beniers up to an 89. Was he already an 89? But Lindholm down to an 83. Zaka, yeah, he's down from 88 to 87. There's a few, some overalls have changed here. Brisson I wanted to see. Brisson with 7 points in 9 games as a +8. This guy is crazy. Can we give him an extension right now? Let's see the extensions. All expiring. Stamkos and Brisson, though. Brisson, 1 year, 1.75. I mean, can we do 2 years? Really wants 1 year, right? Really wants 1 year. But you know what? We have the money. 2 years at 1.7 for Brisson. No, don't even have to ask on that one. 2 years at 1.7 on Brisson. We'll see if he likes it. Advancing another day here, and here we go against the Panthers at TD Garden for Game 3 in this best of 5 now. for Game 3 of Round 3. First period, 2-1 Panthers. Marchand opens it up against his old buddies out here at TD Garden. Voronkov ties it, then Reinhart on the power play. Second period, 2-2 game. David Pastrnak on the power play ties this up at 2. Shots are 20-19 for Florida. And we have a tie game in the third and final period of Game 3. Matthew Tkachuk gets his first of the series, but Riker Evans ties it right up. Power play 5-on-3 for the Panthers. Huge kill there. 3-3 game halfway through this period. Shots are 30-23 for the Panthers. 3-3 game. Next one's the winner. Power play Panthers. Extended power play. Huge kill. 2 minutes to go. Momentum back in our favor. And we'll go in to watch this one in overtime. Shots are 38-26 for the Panthers, but it's off to overtime where if we actually whoever scores puts their team up 2-1 in this Eastern Conference final. Oh wow!
We are just about to drop the puck here in.
Yeah, we fixed the sliders. Actually, there was a comment before Ulua. I missed. No, Ulua, yeah, I saw that comment from Ulua, because Ulua sent me a trade in fantasy that I didn't answer yet. But Dylan Holloway got a hat-trick last game, so I don't know if I want to do that trade. Alright, so same thing. Voronkov and Pastrnak swap wings. And shoot that puck. Here we go. Welcome to all 27U in this stream tonight on this lovely Friday evening. We're in Game 3 of Round 3 of the Year 4 postseason. Let's go Bruins. Yes, Mighty Joe, get the energy going. Here we go at TD Garden, overtime of Game 3 here in the Eastern Conference Final. Matty Beniers loses that face-off to Barkov. Forsling to Reinhart. We bullied the Flyers. We did okay against the Rangers. Can we bully the Panthers? Oh, bad pass. Osgood, what are you doing? Okay, thank you, McAvoy to Voronkov. Okay. Thanks, Ulua. I'll get back to you on it, though. Jones, giveaway. McAvoy, Pastrnak takes a big hit. They're a physical team as well. Voronkov, Beniers, we just got to be more physical. Man, all these hits. All right, fight, boys. Let's go. Beniers, neutral zone battles here. This is crazy. Like I'm watching the Federation and the Romulans. Forsling with the wheels. Straight past McAvoy, no problem. Osgood's going to hang on to this one. All right, it's got the second line out. Lots of hits from our Bruins. Top 3 of the postseason are all Bruins. And what, is that 5 of the top 9? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of the top 9 are Bruins. Vikingstad wins that face-off to Mombert. She gets hit off instantly. Great. Reinhart to the point. Forsling. These are the shots that scare me. Thank you, Mombert. And that'll be icing. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Another point in the real world. All right, all right, all right. Come on, Mombert. Vikingstad, big win there. Back to his goalie. Thanks for nothing. Okay. Go Leafs go. Welcome Ben 10. Great show. What a show. No Leafs here right now. But in the real world, they need your support. Here we go. Elias Lindholm, he's been crazy this postseason. Loses the puck. Jones, now to Matthew Tkachuk. Yeah, in the real world, it's been tough. Lindholm, here comes Elias. He's got some speed, a little bit on net. Bobrovsky will hang on. You already know. First line plus third deep pair. Kyle Wood, if he gets the OT winner, the jersey's locked in. Welcome to all 30 of you watching. Kyle Wood, the 72 overall. Data, a Ben 10 fan. I don't know if I'd say I was a big fan. I didn't watch it that much, but it was a good show. It was a very good show. Anyone remember the show Chaotic? What a crazy underrated show. Maybe it was Canadian only on Teletoon or something. I don't think it was. There was cards. It was like trading cards and all that. Chaotic was a crazy show. Can I please get someone in the chat who remembers Chaotic? Crazy, crazy show. Okay, here we go. Defensive zone draw. Get rid of Riley and Carlo and get Fraser Minton back. Yeah, we'll see what the Leafs do with this deadline. Speaking of the trade deadline, we will be live from probably around 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on trade deadline day, a week from today. So subscribe, hit the bell. We'll be having live stream, breaking news live streams coming your way throughout the week as well. Wood, yes, Kyle Wood, keep fighting, Bello. Right there with you, Crazy Show. Thank you, Mighty Joe. I can always count on you. Forsling. Yeesh, nice pass up to Verhage. He has space. Get back there. There you go. Weak side shot. That's a weak short angle shot. Beniers. Let's get the second line out. All right, yeah. Change up. Natty Beniers. You sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Ben 10. We're live 3 times a week. Mondays for Hockey Legacy Manager. Tuesday for MLB The Show. Wednesdays for NHL. Plus NHL Franchise Mode Series uploads throughout the week as well. We have our current series with the Detroit Red Wings. That next episode comes out tomorrow. And, of course, breaking news analysis, like I said, in the real world of hockey. Bogazzo loses it. Still has it fighting. Okay, hold on. And no, Bobrovsky will hang on. All right. Let's keep Brisson out there. And we'll go first deep pair still. Brisson on the dot with Stamkos and Brazeau. Evans and McAvoy at the point. My favorite team, the Canadiens, sorry to say. I know you're a Leafs fan. Canadiens are my favorite team, buddy. Les Canadiens. In the corner. Marchand to Bennett! There you go. Good, all right. Osgood will hang on. Second line, second deep pair. Let's do that. Brad Marchand still in his Bruins uniform. Vikings hat on the dot. World chaotic. All the memories I did watch this show. Very good, very good. Mombert, nice pass out to Zacha. There you go. Pavel Zacha. Zacha when the walls fell. There you go. Holding him off in front. Scores! Pavel Zacha! Zacha when the walls fell! 2-1 series. Bruins win in overtime. Oh, yes. Pavel Zacha. Look at the way he used his strength there. Holding off the one player, putting it in front, takes a bounce. Zacha when the walls fell. If you know, you know. Let's see this one from this angle. Look at that. Using his body, puts it in front, put it on net, good things happen. Thank you, Sergei Bobrovsky. All right, we'll take it. Bruins win 4-3 in overtime, despite being outshot 44-28. Gavin Osgood, third star of the game, absolutely. And we now have a 2-1 series lead against the Panthers in this Eastern Conference final. USA Olympic move. And Brisson accepts the... Okay, I thank you for your interest. I accept your offer. Okay, good, yes. Brisson back for 2 more years. He has been outstanding in this postseason. All right, on to Game 4 with a 2-1 series lead. Here we go. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-0 Panthers. Each, we're being outshot 27-16 as Kachuk and Ekblad score power play goals for the Panthers. And we take 3 different minor penalties. 2 from Voronkov. Fantastic. Down 2-0 into the third period. Power play Bruins. This is a chance to get back in. Killed off by the Panthers. Zacha and Wood at Tanagra. Yes! Zacha and Wood at Tanagra. 5 minutes to go. Important news. What's going on here, Hobbsy? Hold on. Hop in. Wait. Yes. Hold on. Big goal from Mathieu Olivier. We are within 1. I couldn't press the right button on my controller. We are within 1. And Mathieu Olivier, who scored... All 3 of his goals this postseason have been third period goals. Mathieu Olivier gets us within 1. 2-1 for the Panthers with 2.5 minutes to go or something like that. What's this? Okay, with 2:37 to go. Offensive zone face-off. Still the preferences are still there. Good. Shoot up at the top.
For those of you just tuning in now, better late than never.
Here we go. Why are we 4 people on the ice? Oh, someone's out of the box. Okay, thank goodness. That was almost a breakaway. Okay, so let's get the lines back to normal. Kyle Wood hasn't been in the Roosters lineup the last couple games because he's about to become a dad. What? Kyle Wood, a father? Oh, that's incredible. Another Kyle Wood Jr. in the world. Oh, that's exactly what this world needed, what this planet needed. More Kyle Wood DNA being spread. Very good. Very good. Congratulations to Kyle Wood. I feel like we've been through the whole journey with him. We should be there in the delivery room. Kyle Wood can become a father. That is incredible news. Congratulations to him. If he ever watches any of these videos, I hope he does someday. Papa Kyle. He already was Papa Kyle to us. Let's go. Get that Evans. Here we go. Actually, no, keep the first line. Okay, just get the right lines out. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Reinhardt, that's blocked. Pick it up. McAvoy. All right, Evans. Let's keep them out here. Minute 50 to go. Pulling the goalie. Evans takes a huge hit. Goalie doesn't hang on. Bobrovsky doesn't hang on to that. Reinhardt. Always scary to pull the goalie. And there you go. We tried. Maybe we shouldn't have, but we tried to pull. Maybe we shouldn't have pulled, but we tried. All right, 3-1 Panthers win, and we'll now have a 2-2 series. It went from best of 5 to best of 3. They even scored one more. 4-1 Panthers win. Best of 3 headed back to Amerant Bank Arena. It will be a 6 or 7 game series. I said what I said. It will be a 6 or 7 game series. First period, 3-1 Bruins. That's what we're looking for. Mikkola opens it up. Pastrnak scores twice, and Steven Stamkos, welcome to the party. Second period, 5-2. Jones gets 1, but then Pastrnak on the power play, and Mathieu Olivier, not a third period goal, but a second period goal. Shots tied at 23, and it's 5-2 Bruins. You know, Doggy's doing a lot for the Panthers, especially as a fourth-line center at 86 overall. You got to give it to him. 5-2 Bruins, 3-goal lead. Now a 2-goal lead as Mikkola scores his second. 10 minutes to go here in this third period. Winner goes up 3-2 and has a chance to end it in Game 6. We're 5 minutes away from doing that. Power play Bruins. That'll be enough, though, with 2 minutes to go. Boston wins 5-3. Huge Game 6 victory. Shots end 33-32 for the Panthers. Pastrnak with a hat-trick. I didn't even realize that. A hat-trick from our captain to now be 1 win away from the Stanley Cup final. Voronkov 2 assists, and the Bruins win 5-3. Up 3-2 in this series, and a chance to end it at home at TD Garden. Don't let this go to 7. A 50-win team, don't let this go to 7. Let's close it out here in 6. Kyle Wood, get us to the finish line. Let's do this, boys. First period, 2-1. I'm always looking for Kyle Wood's name. I always look for Wood's name when we score. Does the trade value bar even work in NHL 25? So tired of finding assets that seem to have even just to have the AI GM say the value isn't close. No, so the trade value does work. It's just you have to realize the trade value the value bar doesn't actually mean the team's value. Like the value of the player isn't necessarily the value that the team has on that player. Like if the first overall pick is going to be a franchise player and you're giving twice as much value for the first round pick, well, the game knows that it's a franchise player, and they don't want to trade the first-round pick. They don't want to trade it. They're a bad team. Why would they do that trade? So even though the value would, in theory, be fair, they don't want to do it. I understand the system, but I just prefer that, okay, if they value their first-round pick 3 times more than a real, whatever. If they value their first-round pick 3 times more than the actual value, then show me that that's the value that they have for it, not kill myself for half an hour trying to make a trade work. So I do agree that it needs an overhaul there. Anyways, 2-1 Bruins. Brazeau and Pastrnak for us. Power play goal from Verhaeghe. Then Barkov ties it. Second period ends 3-3. Hampus Lindholm puts it up, but then Brett Leeson on that third line ties it. Shots are 28-22 for Boston. 3-3 game. We are 20 minutes away from our first Stanley Cup final in 10 years. Power play Panthers killed off. Got it. Thanks there, Sear. Power play. Hold on. There's Brisson. Yes! Brisson makes it 4-3 on that new extension that will be kicking in next season. Here we go with... Oh, no. Lundell ties it. Hold on, Ty. Pause. Money Joe says, Data and Desora, you're on a deserted island. A food genie shows up and will grant you any flavor in existence. You've been without food for so long. What's the first flavor you want to taste? Great question. Desora's not here right now. She went back upstairs. Cagney says, Panther meat. I will think about that if we go to overtime. 2:40, final minute. Do we have a final winner? No, we're off to overtime. All right. Off to OT as Anton Lundell ties it with 6:41 to go in the third period. And we're off to overtime. Either we're going to score and win it on home ice to push ourselves to the Stanley Cup final, or the Panthers will score and we're going back to Florida for Game 7. So what's the food, though? What flavor of food? Is it any food, any flavor? Oh, that's why I didn't realize. I thought Cagney was just trying to be tough. But no, Panther meat because we want to beat the Panthers. That's what I want to eat. Yes. All right, here we go. Game 6 overtime in Boston. A goal for us sends us to our first Stanley Cup final in 10 years. A goal for the Panthers sends this series to 7. Here's Pastrnak. Oh my goodness, what a hit there. Dumps it in and takes a massive check. Kachuk, Forsling, who just put that big hit down. Reinhardt, look at that reflection of the ice. Beautiful. Barkov goes offside. Right away, third deep pair. Get out there. Kyle Wood, I want to see you. Right away, Kyle Wood. Get on the ice, man. Here we go. Face-off won by Vikingstad. Here's Kyle. No, Kyle. No, Kyle! No, Kyle! Barkov, oh my goodness. Drop the mitts and get Forsling right now. We have to. Here we go. Lindholm. Skate. Kyle, we're not going to let that happen. Nobody does that to pasta. Nobody. Any flavor of whatever food you love. For instance, I love mango-flavored candies. I think it would help me bring back my sanity. Oh, hold on. Wait, what happened here? I thought the Wi-Fi cut. Oh my goodness, I thought the Wi-Fi cut out. Thank goodness it didn't. Okay. So any flavor, let me think about this here. If we get the puck out of the zone, I can think a little more clearly. All right. There we go. Lindholm dumped that in. Mango, that's great. Something like that. Some sort of refreshing flavor, like a mango ice cream or something would be great to get me back into my senses. Like I love like all dressed chips or something, but and by the way, not endorsing it. Hold on, power play coming up. You should only have them once a month max. I'm telling you for your all dressed chips. But like I don't want that after I haven't eaten. I'm starting to death. Power play. Sam Bennett gets 2 for cross-checking, a la Team Canada. And we're going to the power play here in Game 6. Who's going to get the goal to send us to the Stanley Cup final? Come on. Power play opportunity. Vikingstad on the dot. Let's do this. 60.2% chance to win the face-off. Why would he, right? And Ferraro will dump that down. Here we go. Set it up. Where's Kyle Wood? We put him on the power play. If we get another offensive zone face-off, I'll put him out. Voronkov. What a hit. Hold on. Beniers. Weak backhand. Ferraro. Ekblad. Verhaeghe. Pastrnak. There he is. Pastrnak has it. Pastrnak, the captain, scores! David Pastrnak and the Boston Bruins are off to the Stanley Cup final for the first time in 10 years. Year 4 of the GM Data era has yielded a Stanley Cup final. The champions of the East taking down the top team in the East, the Panthers, in a 6-game series. We beat them in 7 last year. We beat them in 6 this year. We are through to the Stanley Cup final to face off against the Jets or the Kraken. Off to the Stanley Cup final. And then Sheriff gifts 10 memberships to celebrate. Big handshake there from Pastrnak in front of the Prince of Wales trophy. Congrats to Pepe2X, Hans Lamontagne, Dijon Mustard, Real Divinity, CA Cass Allen, PGK14, Ronnie Hood, Lord of Dogtown, Efan, Mike Biarosa, all now members for the next month. All now channel members. Congratulations, you have the loyalty badge next to you. You get the shout out in the videos. You have the exclusive emojis to use. And if you're in the Discord server, please let me know because you get an exclusive role there for all the behind the scenes stuff on our channel. Thank you very much to Sheriff for those 10 gifted memberships for the OT winner. For the memberships. No, that's okay, Mighty Joe. PayPal is always the best way to go. PayPal is always the best. Shots end 39-36, and the Bruins win in overtime. The captain, David Pastrnak, who else to put us through to the Stanley Cup final? 15 new channel members with all those gifts. Oh, wow, the Jets and the Kraken are going to Game 7. So will we face the Jets, the President's Trophy winners, or will Beniers and Evans face off against their old team? And who's on the Kraken? Is it Zadorov? Who else? Who else are the former Bruins here? On defense... No, it's for Hervery. That's who it is. For Hervery, yes, with his 7 assists plus 4 in 23 games. And in the playoffs, 7 points plus 4 in 16 games. Yeah, PayPal always better for donos, if possible. And Decord backed up by Coco. Well, let's see. Let's wait and see. In Game 7, we'll be a little bit more rested. And in the AHL, did we lose here? Oh, looks like we did, sadly, against the Rocket. Oh, that's too bad. Protest flipped. Yes, Protest got flipped. So it was Protest and Fervery, and Protest got flipped. All right, Stanley Cup final will be the Bruins against the Winnipeg Jets. We beat the best in the East. Now we need to beat the best in the West. The 56-20-6 Winnipeg Jets facing off against the Bruins. We're in our first Stanley Cup final in 10 years. Isn't protest on this team? The Jets, who beat the Wild in 7, the Stars in 7, and the Kraken in 7, a la the Red Wings in our series. They are, I would think, a more tired team. Our series have been in 7, 6, and 6. We've played 2 less games, and the Jets are here. Let's check out the stats. Through 19 games, David Pastrnak, 13 goals and 24 points, 4 game winners. Beniers with 17, McAvoy 16 assists, Voronkov 15 points, Lindholm 14, Evans and Zaka both with 13, Vikingstad, Stamkos 11, Kraus 10, Brisson has 9 points in 13 games and is a plus 10. Brazon 9, Lindholm 8, Minton 8, Mumbert 6, Olivier with 5, Kesselring 4 points in 13 games, it's -1. Kyle Wood 4 points, -4 in 13 games. Again, led 2 points, -3 in 12 games. And goaltending, Gavin Osgood is 12, 6, and 1 with a .913 save percentage and 3 goals against average. If we get the cup, Wood better be an option to hand it off to. Yes. The only time Wood ever got to hold the cup, I think, in a sim was in Honolulu wearing our away jerseys once, and it didn't look that pretty, our away jerseys. So I really want to see Kyle Wood raise that cup, I know. So Winnipeg Jets, President's Trophy winners, 56-win team. Goals for, we beat them 3.79 to 3.48. Goals against, they beat us 2.71 to 3.16. Power play, we beat them 24% to 16.4. Pound and kill, we beat them 90.8 to 81.6. This was a team that was about to lose in Game 7 of Round 1, and here we are. Unrealistic Hellebuck playoff numbers, yeah. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, and Matt Zuccarello. 18 points from Zuccarello. Scheifele has 20 points in 21 games, and Connor has 13 goals and 18 points. Wow. Perfetti, there he is. Protas with 7 goals and 14 points in 11 games. Horrible as a Bruin, but 14 points in 11 games as a Jet. Yeah, 3 points, -4 last postseason with us. 14 points in 11 games. We got to beat Protas. We need to beat him. And Teravainen on that second line. So Teravainen, Protas, Perfetti. Third line, Evander Kane at 37, with Jordan Stahl at 40, and Oliver Bjorkstrand at 34. Eberle 39 on the fourth line with Brad Lambert and Tarasenko, who's 37. Very old bottom 6. 3-star skating, 3.5-star skating, 3-star skating, 3-star skating, 3-star skating, 3.5-star skating. Yeah. Can confirm we do have the photo evidence of Wood holding the cup. It's the Huskies away jersey. Yeah, I didn't like that one as much. I didn't put as much into it, I remember. I didn't think I'd ever need to see it, and then there you go. Morrissey and Zupone, Data 72 Hall of Famer Landon Zupone with 13 points in 21 games, Morrissey with 11. Morrissey, Zupone, top pair, Sandberg, Pionk on the second pair, Hellison and Heinola on the third pair. Brad Lambert and a bunch of vets. Goaltending, Hellebuck now at an 85 overall, but .918 save percentage and 2.49 goals against. Backed up by Freddie Anderson. A lot of veterans here in Winnipeg who would love a cup. Gabe Vilardi, that's a big one. He's injured. So Vilardi injured, and Stanley and Boldzuk both out as healthy scratches. Former Bruin, right? Yes, former Bruin. Sam Boldzuk. So Stanley and Boldzuk healthy scratches, and Gabe Vilardi out due to injury. Let's see the injury report on him here. He's out pending evaluation, so we'll wait and see on Gabe Vilardi. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of the 2029 Stanley Cup Final. No matter what, this is a year to be proud of, but we don't want to stop here. Our first Stanley Cup Final in 10 years since 2019. Bruins, hold on, let me see this. When was the last Bruins Cup? Last Bruins Cup was 2011. So 18 years later, can we win a Stanley Cup? Come on now. And put that there. All right. Leave that like if you haven't already, please, for some good luck. And let's get into it at Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Game 1 of the 2029 Stanley Cup Final. First period, 2-1 Jets. Perfetti on the power play. Teravainen makes it 2-0. And Vikingstad answers. That's 1 for us. Second period, 2-1 it remains. Low shooting period. Shots are 17-13 in our favor. And we're down 2-1. Power play Bruins. And there it is, David Pastrnak, our captain. But Cole Perfetti answers right back like 30 seconds later. 3-2 Winnipeg. Into the final 12 minutes here. Thank you, Steven Stamkos. He wants that cup. We have veterans who want a cup themselves. Come on now. 4-3, Matty Beniers puts us up. From down 3-2 to up 4-3. Is that enough with 3 minutes to go? Come on, Bruins. No! Brad Lambert, shorthanded goal. McAvoy leading the entire league in playoff assists? You may very well be right. Oh, no. I think we're going to hop in, though. I've loved hopping in. Not hopping in because the game is good. It's been horrible. But I've loved hopping in with this team that we've built. This is a team that's built for the in-game sim. Physical, not too slow either. Game 1 is going to overtime because of a Brad Lambert shorthanded goal to tie it late. Disgusting. But here we go for Game 1. Next player to score puts his team up 1-0 in the Stanley Cup Final. Just got to change the off wings. Cycle shoot is still good to go. All right. Here we go in Winnipeg. Shots 34-21 for Boston. Beniers wins the faceoff to Evans. Where are you going? Thank you. Pasternak. Across to Voronkov. Voronkov finds some space. Yes, Voronkov! Oh, tries to squeeze it in somehow. Short angle, but doesn't. Can't get it through. Zuccarello, who's still in the NHL. Gets that down, Connor. Down to now Evans picking it up to Voronkov. They switched wings. Good. Pasternak. Beniers. Good blocker save from Hellebuyck, getting the puck on net, though. Dupont, Scheifele, Zuccarello, back pass to Dupont. It hit the post. I didn't even realize that my sound wasn't high enough. Morrissey, Pasternak there. Stick checking well. Evans over to Beniers. Out of our territory and into theirs. Matty Beniers with space, takes the hit. Pasternak scores! What a snipe! David Pasternak! Once again, the OT hero! Woo! What a snipe from David Pasternak. The captain gets his 6th game-winning goal of the playoffs so far. There's Kyle Wood celebrating, number 35. Scores! David Pasternak! Oh, yes. What a snipe. Let's see this one. He is killing it. That's his 25th point, if not more, of the postseason. The whiteout did not blind us. No, it did not. Let's see it from this angle. Oh, let's see it. Yes. Oh, the energy is always going to be here in the channel, Seer. Whoo! Yes, sir. Shots end 37-21. A very well-deserved victory. 5-4 Bruins. And we win Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final on the road, no less. All right, all right, all right. 5-4 OT victory. And we will go into Game 2 now at Canada Life Center. Here we go for Game 2 on the road. We won both games on the road against the Flyers, and it still went to 7, but let's try and change history there. First period, 2-1 Jets. Perfetti on the power play. Protest gets one, and there, who else but David Pasternak to get us back in this game? 2-1. Gave Helly his carbs, yes. Hellebuyck with his, all that, what did Michael Scott eat before his run? Chicken Alfredo? Was it chicken Alfredo? It was Alfredo, something Alfredo. Second period, 3-1. Why did we trade Protas? Because his simulation, he was doing horribly simulation-wise, and it ended up being the best trade ever for us because we got back Matty Beniers and Riker Evans, who have both been lights out simulation-wise. Teravainen power play goal. We're down 3-1 in the third period. Shots even. Power play Winnipeg. 2-goal deficit, though. A extended power play Winnipeg. We're not going to score on the penalty kill this time. Somebody's got to get back in there. It can't just be Pasternak every time. Thank you. Vikingstad gets us within 1. Vikingstad gives us some life. Come on, 5 minutes to go. Who's going to tie it? He's making your team look bad. He scored 1 goal. Meanwhile, Matty Beniers is our first-line center, and Riker Evans is our first pair defenseman, so I think we'll be okay. They could win the cup, and I still wouldn't regret that trade. They could win that cup with Protest scoring a hat-trick every game, and I still wouldn't regret that trade. Because we even traded him. We traded him to Seattle. Seattle then flipped him to Winnipeg. That's not our fault.
Well, for those of you just joining us,
all right, let's hop in again here. We continue to have good luck in the slow sim, so let's do it. As Voronkov and Pasternak will swap wings. Here we go. 2:17 to go, down by 1. Who's out here? Third line's out? It says first line. That's not our first line. Teravainen can't dump it in, but it's our third line. Evans. Come on. There you go. McAvoy down to Stamkos. Get that first line out. Give away to Perfetti trying to pass in front of Brazeau. Get the first line out. Here we go. Helleson Helson and Hellebuck on the same team. Teravainen, Protas, that's just wide. Quick release. Who has that quick release? I'm not sure who that was. Zaka tries to dump that in. All right, minute 45 to go. If we could just establish something, we can pull the goalie. Protas over to Perfetti. Just bounce off of each other in neutral zone. Teravainen still holding onto the puck somehow. Going through all those guys. Pasternak takes it away. All right. Can someone get it? Thank you. Pasternak dumps it in. No, I'm not dumping the goalie. I'm not pulling the goalie when you just dump and lose possession. Perfetti. Stopped up, but just whoever Lindholm just standing still. Protas with the puck bumped. Nola to the point. Helson behind the net now. Picking it up is the Bruins. Lindholm. Man, we're doing nothing over here. Protas. Minute to go. All right, everyone's exhausted. Here comes Elias Lindholm. Are we going to pull the goalie? Can we get possession here? Yes, pull the goalie. Stamkos in front. Brissot! No, weak shot. Hellebuck will hang on. Goalie is pulled. Let's go first line with third pair D. You already know. Actually, you know what? Let's go first pair D, and Kyle Wood is the extra attacker. That's what we're going to do. So, extra lines. Extra attacker is Kyle Wood. All right, Kyle Wood, extra attacker. Call a timeout. And first line is out. Can we take overload offensive face-off? Yes. Okay, here we go. Is Kyle Wood out there? Yes, he is. Matty Beniers on the dot. Wins it back. McAvoy to Wood. Oh, Kyle Wood, come on. Morrissey to Dupont. Zuccarello's going to skate in and score. Nope, broken up. Evans. Yeah, you got to watch. You got to go back and watch. Wood, he's hanging on to it. Beniers finds space on net at least. Good. Pasternak in the corner. Wood fighting down low to Vronkov in front. Oh, great pass from Wood. 25 seconds to go. Beniers with Wood. Beniers look in front. Yes, Beniers put it on net. Somebody. Oh, what great chances. And now we'll let Zuccarello walk in. No, good. Beniers, 12 seconds left to Voronkov. And that'll probably be all she wrote. Hold on, Pasternak. No, he goes for the hit and forgets the puck. Zupon, Zuccarello, Pasternak. 2 seconds left. Wood, shoot, Bello! And that's it. Jets win game 2 to tie this series at 1. Shots end 37-36 for the Jets. It was a good game. That was a good game. That's a Stanley Cup final game for you. 1-1 series, now a best of 5. Headed back to Boston at TD Garden. Both games decided by 1 goal. That's what you want in a Stanley Cup final, right? All right, straight into game 3 now. Let's not waste any time. Straight into game 3. First period, 1-1, Protas and Matty Beniers. There you go, the products of those trades, no problem. Second period, 3-3 now. Voronkov and a shorthanded goal from Kesselring before Bjorkstrand scores a power play goal and Eberle gets another one to tie this game. Legend. Oh, yes, he was. Golden, yes, he was. Oh, yes, Gavin, you need to go back and watch. You need to watch round 1. Round 2 is great as well, but you need to watch round 1, one of the greatest rounds in channel history, I would dare say. Shots are 23-20 for Winnipeg. We're up 3-1. Now this game's tied at 3, heading in the third period now. Might need to change the penalty kill. Yeah, good point. Power play Bruins. Was that a 5-on-3 even? My goodness. Goes nowhere. Power play Winnipeg now. That's killed off. 10 minutes to go. Next one's the winner. We're in that territory now. 5 minutes to go. 3-3 game. Next goal puts their team up 2-1 in this series. We're going to overtime. Shots end 39-30 for the Jets. And we're off to another live simulation. Next player to score will put his team up 2 games to 1 in this Stanley Cup final.
For those of you just joining us,
here in Boston. All right. Swap these guys and we're good to go. Overtime in Boston for this third game of the Stanley Cup final. Beniers on the dot, loses it to Scheifele. Velarde gets, Velarde who's back from injury. Coming away with it though is Beniers. Matty B Behind the net. Loses it. Dupont now just takes it and says thank you. Giveaway to Pastrnak, though. Here comes the captain. Pastrnak into the corner. Over to Voronkov. To Beniers. Shoots somebody. Oh! So Voronkov finally gets a shot through. Easy glove there. Can we make Wood the captain so he's guaranteed to lift the cup? Will that be... If first, let's try and win the cup. Would that be against storyline? I don't know. This may be an odd question for you, Data, but if you met one of us on the street and we asked for an autograph, what's something you would want or would be willing to sign? I'd sign anything. Sure. Voronkov in tight. Great chance. Rebound. Big save. Oh, and the rebound. The rebound of the rebound. Can't get through. Yeah, I'd never given a Data autograph. It would be my pleasure. I'd sign anything. Anything legal, sure. Offensive zone draw here. Vikingstad on the dot against Protas, who isn't even a centerman. One back on Vikingstad. Mombert from the point. Blast from the point. Blocker save. Someone's forehead? Sure. Perfetti. Big hit from Mombert. 5'6" Chanel Mombert lays him out. Vikingstad. Lindholm. Zacha. Get it out of there. There you go, Pavel Zacha. Yes. Into Winnipeg territory. Pavel Zacha using that body to Mombert. Oh, what a glove save from Hellebuck. What a glove save. Big blast from Chanel Mombert, who's come alive this overtime. She will not be stopped. One of the 32 created players in this franchise mode series. Brissot on the dot against Jordan Stahl. Tie up, and Winnipeg comes away with it. No. Cigarettes, I will not sign. Or cigars. Kyle Wood. Brazeau. Up to Kesselring. Dumps in as he takes a ginormous hit. Pionk. Stahl. Up to Sandberg. Anything legal. Data knows me too well. I definitely need Data merch. I will meet you to get them signed. Sandberg. Broken up. Good. Data merch coming out at 10,000 subscribers. We're going to give it a try. At least, I hope we will. Easy save for Osgood there. I think we're going to try merch at 10,000 subs. And then I'll frame it on the wall. Mighty Joe, you're too kind, man. Defensive zone draw. Vikingstad. Tie up. Evans comes away with it. Good. Zacha with it over into Winnipeg territory now. Pavel Zacha stops up. Has space, but gets poke checked. Helleson fighting with Zacha. Zacha has it again. Puts it on net, but that's stopped by Hellebuck, and he'll hang on. Yeah, I'm going to really try merch at 10K. I don't know how well it's going to go. Kyle Wood. Yeah, Golden got through round one quickly. Good. Beniers on the dot now. Beniers loses it to Scheifele. Helleson gets around Pastrnak, no problem. Velarde, Scheifele, broken up by Voronkov. Good. Now here's McAvoy. McAvoy will dump that in. Pastrnak chasing after it. Helleson gets there first. Broken up by Beniers. Good interception. Pastrnak in the corner. Yes, Pastrnak! Oh, cuts in and gets a shot on net, but Hellebuck with yet another save. Winner puts their team up 2-1 in the Stanley Cup final. Vikingstad versus Scheifele. Vikingstad wins it back at the point. Lindholm. Mombert! Oh, poked away. Connor versus Lindholm now 1v1. Oh, big hit from Lindholm as Connor was about to skate by and then goes offside. Woohoo, big hit. Let's get the fourth line out there. Energy line against their first line. Minton loses that draw. Helleson, big hit there from the fourth liners. Kraus, Olivier, yes. Here's Mombert. Up to Minton. Fraser Minton circles around. Mombert with space! Oh, big save again from Connor Hellebuck. That's like the third shot of this overtime from Mombert. Kyle Connor can't get that shot through. That looked like he fanned on it a little bit, actually. The shot gets through, but not all of its power. Kraus loses it. Now here's a Velarde. Broken up, yes. Olivier, I saw that one coming. Olivier, stop. Oh, can't even get a rebound, though. Mathieu Olivier poked away. Dupont, board pinned. Minton helping him out. Yes, Minton and Olivier fighting together, but Winnipeg comes away with it. Will that go offside? No. They were too scared to touch it, and Bjorkstrand will dump it in. Let's get the first line out. Hampus Lindholm over to Chanel Mombert. Pastrnak get the third deep pair out. Dupont, Eberle. There's Voronkov. Have you honestly ever was in a Wonder Ball? No. Hold on, Pastrnak. Oh, again! Glove save! Oh my god. I don't know if I'm making a Kyle Wood tribute video, but I would need footage from 2020. It's all in, it's deep in the YouTube. It's all in there, Yorkie. We could definitely reference some episodes, though. Mighty Joe, data on my radio for the drive home. Let's get that cup. That is crazy. It's hard for me to just think about that sometimes. I'm on your radio as you're driving home from your job. That's so crazy to me. But thank you for putting me on the radio. Eyes on the road, man. Eyes on the road. Just cheer with us. I'll try to be as descriptive as possible. That's why I love my announcing, commentating. Beniers wins that face-off back to Kessler, and Kyle Wood! Kyle Wood gets hit before he can take a shot. I need a Kyle Wood OT winner in the Stanley Cup final. Voronkov back into Winnipeg territory. Voronkov on net, steered aside by Hellebuck. Beniers in the corner. Sandberg takes it away from him. Now an outlet pass to Zuccarello. In the neutral zone comes Matt Zuccarello to protest the former Bruin. Weak backhand on net. Osgood will save that and hang on for the face-off as the second line will come out now. 16:03 left in overtime. Shots are 43-42 for Winnipeg. Protest on the dot. Not even a centerman with like 65 face-offs. Let's see if he can beat Vikingstad with 87 face-offs. I'm sure he will. And Vikingstad wins, surprisingly. Thank you. Zaka, can that exit territory? Yes, it does. Pionk, Perfetti, back in the neutral zone. You know, much love to all this weekend's here. No problem. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Pavel Zaka finds space. Yes, Zaka! Oh, on net, but another pad save from Hellebuck, who's dialed in. Oh my goodness, yeah, all Honolulu. Perfetti to Zuccarello. Oh, come on, like the first shot. One of the first shots that Winnipeg gets in overtime, and it trickles through as Winnipeg goes up 2-1 in the Stanley Cup final.
Wow, did they work for that one tonight?
Of course, that goes in. Yeah.
This is a prime example of seizing your opportunity and executing. Because listen, when you're in your own zone, you got to weather this.
Can you show us the goal, please? No.
44
to 43, the shots end for Winnipeg. Let's see this one. Yeah, off the glove. Off the glove, off the pad, and in. Yeah, there you go. Change the PK and mix up the lines a little bit. I don't know about the even strength lines, but power play, sorry, but penalty kill, yeah. All right, all three games have been decided by one goal in the Stanley Cup final so far. Headed to Game 4, down 2-1. What would we change here in the lineup? Zaka -9, but that was more from round 1, I think. So that second line in general hasn't been amazing. I don't know, do we promote Brazeau, one of the third liners? Do one of the third liners get a promotion? We already had Zaka and Stamkos swapped before. We made the swap of Zaka and Stamkos. Lindholm's been good. I wouldn't want to move him off the second line. Vikingstad's been good. Zaka, so if Zaka moves back to the third line, that's where he was before. And then who goes up? Brisson goes up, maybe? Olivier, yes, he is a tough customer. Absolutely. Defense, how are we doing? +2, 0, +11, +8, +2, -1. Penalty kill, Beniers and Zaka. Let's take off Mombert. Let's go McAvoy Kesselring. Second, we'll go Lindholm, Evans. And then Lindholm, Elias with Minton and Voronkov. And then Vikingstad, Minton. How's his skating? 3-star skating. Anyone better defensively? The guys are all already there. Voronkov's already there. Maybe some penalty kill time for Pastrnak. No. Brazeau, 81-80. Kraus, 85-82. 80-40. I'm going to keep Minton. That'll be the mix-up for the penalty kill units. Just a little bit of some small tweaks for the penalty kill. We're losing each game by 1 goal. That hasn't been the problem. Like, in general, I'm saying big changes wouldn't be necessary in general. Man, but does Brisson come up maybe? Brisson has had crazy production. Only 70 face-offs. All right, Brisson second line left wing. And Stamkos, Zaka, Brazeau as your new third line. Let's give it a game just to see Brisson. He's been simulating like crazy. Let's give it a game. Game 4 at TD Garden to tie the series at 2. We can't let them go up 3-1. First period, 0-0 shots, 10-9 Winnipeg. Second period, 4-0 Jets. 1 power play goal, the rest at even strength. 4-0 Jets. Kesselring gets 1 back. And back to 4 goals. Schmid in nets now. Okay. 7-2. And we're down 3-1. What you need to bring up Texier? I don't want to put a number on it. Send something to the PayPal and Texier comes up. How about that? Pay for the Kyle Wood jersey. -2 from Minton, Olivier, Lindholm, Kraus, Mombert. Wow. After all 3 games are by 1 goal, we get blown out 7-2. Put in Crevier for who? I don't see any defensemen coming out. Our defense hasn't been bad. Yes, we just allowed 7 goals, but I don't see us taking out any of our defensemen for a 79 overall. I'm not taking out Kyle Wood either. How did Brisson do in that game? Even only played 941 as a second liner? A lot of penalty killing maybe? I don't know. Who comes out of this lineup? 10 points, -6. Olivier, a lot of penalty minutes. He hasn't been bad. He scored some big goals even. Did Olivier have 5 penalty minutes? Sorry, game log. Oh, he was -2. What am I not seeing? Oh, here he had the 5. Oh, Brisson had 5 penalty minutes. Oh, okay. Olivier brings that edge, you know? Brisson had a fight then. Interesting. Everyone pray to the shrine of Kyle Wood. Get in the Kyle Wood prayer room in the Discord server. We're definitely not done yet. Do we distribute? Maybe Evans goes to the second pair and Hampus Lindholm comes up? Crazy plus-minus Hampus Lindholm has. Evans with Mombert, perhaps? Kesselring Wood can stay. Osgood got blown up there. Schmid didn't do any better. Trying to think about a lot of different things here. First line stays the same, right? Vronkov's been good. Brisson. If we were to call up Alex Texier, Sheriff says something's coming my way for that. I don't know. I don't know how much he loves Alex Texier. If Texier just comes to the lineup, at least. And we send down Kolosar for the time being. Or no, Crevier for the time being. AHL lines can be whatever. The season's done there in the AHL. If Texier were to come in, but he still has to stay, but we won't keep him on the second line. Who plays on the second line is the big question. Pavel Zacha, -10. Stamkos, we tried Stamkos again. Stamkos back to line 2. Lakovic, 81 overall. I don't know. I don't... His attributes scare me a little bit. Actually, no, he's grown a lot. I'm thinking about the old Lakovic. He's grown a lot. But does that burn a year of his ELC? 3.5-star defense. Tech save for the memes, but... Alex, he has scored in big moments, right? Was it last postseason? Yeah. He came in last postseason and had 1 goal in 2 games. Head coach preferred lines and let it rip. I don't know if I'm feeling that risky, King Turby. Texay in, Olivier out maybe. Brisson to third line center. Zacha's better at the face-offs, though. Stamkos, Vikingstad, Lindholm, Brisson, Zacha, Brazeau, Texay, Minton, Kraus. Or am I feeding too much into the memes here? Sheriff wanted Texier. If Sheriff sends me something crazy right now and says I need Texier, then so be it. But if we're just doing it for the memes, I don't know if I'm so comfortable with Alex Texier. As opposed to maybe Lakovic. He did score 1 goal in 2 games when called upon last postseason. Lakovic scored 64 points in 72 games in Providence. Lakovic over Texier, says Yorkie. Sheriff, I want to hear your call here. Sheriff says, your call, you will have to live with this. 77 poise. Great skating. Okay, we'll give Lakovic a look. The people in downtown Montreal, they're on St. Catherine, they'd be jumping up and down. We're going to try Lakovic then. We're going to give him a look. Lyndon Lakovic, 6'4" for that bottom 6, keeping the size of Olivier, but hopefully not as many penalty minutes. We got to win 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. The journey to the Stanley Cup really begins now. 1 win down, that's great already. 1 win down, that's the good news. 1 down, 3 to go. Put your head down and win from here on out. Pasternak with 31 points. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. We've come this far. We've had this much of a story. I wish Crouch wasn't so much of a bum. Maybe Lakovic second line, says Gen Z McKenzie. That's an idea. Stamkos wasn't great when given second line minutes. Second or third? If we go Lakovic second line, then who goes fourth line? Brazeau? Brazeau back to fourth line? Like this, maybe? All right, Lakovic, Vikingstad, Lindholm, Stamkos, Zacha, Brisson, Kraus, Minton, Brazeau. All right, I hear you, AGMs. I hear you. We've come this far. The legend of Kyle Wood has grown this big. We need this cup. Let's go. Game 5 in Winnipeg. Yes, the left wing is weak, I know. But what are we going to do now? Make a trade? What are we going to do? First period, Pasternak scores early. Thank you. David Pasternak with 2 goals in this first period. The captain leading by example. Pasternak scores twice. Helliston gets 1. Gavin Osgood, also former Winnipeg Jet, forgot to say that. Second period, 4-1. Zacha and Lakovic, yes! Lyndon Lakovic in his first NHL action scores a goal in his first NHL postseason game, I guess you could say. No NHL career goals, but a postseason goal. Lakovic makes it 4-1. And Zacha when the walls fell. 4-1 Boston. Power play Bruins killed off. 3-goal cushion, now a 2-goal cushion. Power play Kyle Connor, it's not done yet. Keep pushing, boys. Gabe Velarde makes it a 1-goal game. Should have kept him the whole time. Who's kept who the whole time? Who are you talking about? Power play Jets. Tons of power play for them. Killed off all the way. 4-3 Boston with a minute to go. Oh, no! What a joke. Should have kept him the whole time. What do you mean keep him? He was in the AHL, man. No offense, but you just keep saying points that don't make sense. We just gave him his first game. We never had him. He was in the AHL. Oh, we're being outshot 45-25. 45-25. And it's a 4-4 game as the Jets score 3 goals in 14 minutes in the third period. So you're saying I should have just magically taken Lakovic out of the AHL playoffs and removed one of our 83 overall players before they didn't do well? Come on, man. Think honestly. No one was bad enough that we had to pull. He was scoring point per game in the AHL playoffs. I'm not just going to call him up out of nowhere and make the AHL team suffer. Maybe Osgood needs a rest. Maybe. He's been playing a ton. Overtime at the Canada Life Center. A goal for us pushes this series to 6 back in Boston. A goal for Winnipeg wins them the Stanley Cup on home ice. Slim? Slimmy. Forgot all about Slimmy. Put him in the builders category. Alright, here we go. Game 5 overtime. Inline at McDee's. Come on, Bruins. Yes, do it for Mighty Joe. Do it for King Turby. Do it for Kyle Wood. Please, boys. Kyle Connor streaking through. Velarde, big blocker save. If the Jets score, they win the cup. 1 goal away from Lord Stanley, and we're 1 goal away from living again another day. McAvoy. Oh, what a glove save! Hellebuck has been outstanding for the Jets. McAvoy still no goals this postseason, like 18 assists or whatever. I was right. He had 16. Now he's at 18. What a guess. 18 assists. Beniers at the face-off now. Big win. Pasternak. Oh, what a chance. Good stick check by the Jets there. Dupont to Scheifele. Back to Morrissey with space. Big shot blocker save. A goal would be nice from McAvoy. 18 assists has been great. Heart's beating so fast, I hear you. Come on, don't let those shots from the point. Connor, push, let's go. Skate, Beniers, here we go. Skate, Matty Beniers to Pasternak. This is the man you want to have the puck. Pasternak and Beniers. Oh, great chance. Evans from the point, stopped through traffic as well, takes a tip. I can't handle another Hellebuck heartbreak. No, that's true. I haven't eaten at McDonald's in like 15 years. Actually, you know what? I think I had a chicken sandwich a year ago. But like a burger. I haven't had a burger at McDonald's in 15 years. We need chocolate Easter egg magic. You remember that series? What a crazy throwback. Fresh bread. Shout out to you. That chocolate Easter egg playoff run. What series was that again? Was it the Canucks? Where I had just eaten a ton of Easter eggs and I was like going crazy. Pionks! What a series, though. 4 out of 5 games. Of course, Protas wins the Conn Smythe. I hate seeing it, but again, I would do that trade all over again. If I knew exactly that this would happen, I would do that trade still all over again. And I traded him to Seattle. It's not our fault that he went to Winnipeg. But of course, just to say the joke that the player simulates as soon as he's off your team. Typical EA. The Pasternak scored like 32 points or something, but no Conn Smythe for him. The guy with 21 points gets it. And Scheifele raises the cup for the Jets there. You know what? It was the President's Trophy winning team, and 4 out of 5 games were decided by 1 goal. We can't be angry. We can't be angry here. What a crazy stream, I know. Well, there, you got there. Next year, you take the next step. I know. Second round. We couldn't get past the second round. Now we made it to the Cup final. What a roller coaster of emotions tonight. Yes, it was. Exciting run nonetheless. Yes, exciting run. Again, 4 out of 5 games are decided by 1 goal against the President's Trophy winners. We did well. We held our own. Now it's time to make it all the way in 2030. Worth it for Wood Game 7 alone, yes. Oh yeah, that was a weak goal as well. It's a classic EA weak goal. Sheldon Keefe fired by Vegas. Winnipeg wins the Cup. Is it still worthy of a Kyle Wood jersey? The season of Kyle. Jets win the Cup. So not the first Canadian Cup, as the Canadians won in 27. President's Trophy to the Jets, yes. Bruins, though, win the Prince of Wales. We made it to our first Stanley Cup final in 10 years. McDavid, Art Ross. Nylander wins the Hart. James Norris goes to Riley. Lady Bing to Quinn Hughes in Utah. Calder to Dupont. Conn Smythe to Protas. Vezina to Ottinger. Jennings to Hellebuck and Anderson. Ellington wins the Bill Masterton. Lambert wins the Jack Adams for the 3rd time in 4 years. What? Selke to Matthews. Lindsay to Nylander. And Ross Richard to Randy Ho. Am I crazy to want to see a full season with Wood on the top pair? You are not crazy, and we should do that. Rosen wins the equivalent of the Hart and the Art Ross in the AHL. That's great to see. And also the Lady Bing. That's cool. Great fight. Made it to the finals. And we'll be back. We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back. There's the tree for you. In the postseason, David Pastrnak, I don't know how he doesn't win the Conn Smythe. 19 goals and 33 points in 24 games. If your team doesn't win, you just don't get the Conn Smythe. What a joke. Beniers was point per game. Voronkov, 22 points. McAvoy had 18 assists. Lindholm, 16 points. Do we have time for a one-off video or stream of can a team of Kyle Woods win the Cup? How could I do that? Could I duplicate Kyle Woods and make them all in one team? I wonder. I don't know. At one point in NHL, you could do that. But I don't know if you could do that anymore. Not sure about Zaka's future with this team. Good point. We'll talk about the offseason plan in a second. Vikings had 15 points. Look at Rosen, sure. Evans, 15 points. Stamkos, 14. Zaka, 14 points, -10. Krause, 10 points, -7. Brazeau, 10 points, +3. Lindholm, 9 points, +10. Kesselring, 8 points in 18 games. Minton, 8 points, -5. Mumbert, 6, -3. Olivier, 5 points, +3. Iginla, 2 points, -3 in his 12 games. Lakovic, 1 game, 1 goal. That was awesome, but what a collapse in the 3rd period. Kolesar, 6 games, -4. And Osgood was 13, 8, and 3. Not that great. 907 save percentage, 3.24 goals against average. Schmid allowed 3 on 17. He'll be gone next year, I think. In the AHL, 11 points in 14 games from Preston. That's great. Osgood, more like Oz okay. Where's what's his name? What's not there? You'd probably have to create Kyle Wood by just copying the attributes, but I don't know how. Yeah. Because if like certain players, like you have like if you take a player from a national team and put him on your team, then you have 2 of that player, right? It's I don't know. There's ways to duplicate a player, but can you make 18 of them? I don't know. Let's see here. Rosen. Is it a 2-year deal for him? Where is this guy? Isaac Rosen, 40 goals and 84 points in 72 games. Could he get a chance on the 4th line next year? I could see it. 6 foot. 2.5-star physical, though. Okay, the off-season plan now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the draft, and then we'll talk about the off-season plan here. Salary cap there. We'll see retirements and everything. Nashville jumps from 4 to 1. Pittsburgh from 9 to 2. Retired players. Is Stammer calling it? He is. Crosby and Malkin both retire together. Wow. As does Steven Stamkos, who goes out with 673 goals and 1,438 points. Stammer, sorry we couldn't get to that last cup, but we got you a cup final. Malkin and Crosby both going out. Crosby with 740 goals and 1,994 points. Still an 86 overall. Ridiculous that he's retiring. Meanwhile, Malkin's like 45 in our Red Wings series. Brent Burns, who's 44 and an 80 overall. Perron, Doughty, Taze, Marchessault, JVR. Lots of players. Former Bruin, Charlie Coyle. Dmitry Orlov, former Bruin. And goalies, Jonathan Quick, so Bobrovsky does not retire. Jonathan Quick at the age of 43 with 430 wins. Markstrom, Grubauer, Copley. Just double check here. Bruins. Oh, actually, also Robert Bortuzzo retires at 40 years of age. One last run with Providence. Congrats, Robert. Roberto Bortuzzo. Stamkos, Malkin, and Crosby all now coaches. All right, good to know. No retirements for us. Very good. In the coaches, that is. And there you have it. So now here at the draft, let's think about what we want to do. So off-season focuses will be a question. Progress reports. Let's see these. Vikings stat up to an 88. Elias Lindholm goes to an 85. McAvoy 93. Lindholm down to an 80. Pastrnak 96. Kolasar down to an 80. He might be done. I know I'm biased because he's my creative player, but I feel like my boy Mini Vanilli is getting buried in Tampa. Plus, he's a straight-up goal scorer that hits. Plus, he could replace Stamkos. Ice, ice, baby, you know. I hear that, Elua. I wouldn't mind getting another creative player in this series. Anything and everything I'm open to. Guys who are buried like Doggy, Mini Vanilli. Yeah, we could see it. Brazo is down to an 82. We'll talk about that before the end of the episode. Mombert, 86. Aginla, 82. Kraus down to an 82. Evans up to an 86. Beniers up to a 90. Osgood up to an 87. Voronkov down to an 86. And there you go. In the system, Curtis McKenzie, 71. Novotny, 77. Preston, 77. Zhamnov, 70. Savanto, 75. Save Ernie from the Abysmal Isles. Trade value definitely way too high, sadly. Crevier. Okay. Looking at the draft board, let's see. We have our first at 31. Room for Vikings at a first line left wing now for sure. You would think, yeah. Yeah, you would think. But then who's second line center? We have a late first and an early second. Late first and early second. So top guys, we know nothing about the top guy. Yeah, that makes sense. Auto scouting tells you nothing about the top prospect in the NHL. Yep, that makes sense. That's why you never want to do auto scouting if you're actually doing your franchise mode. So let's see. Whoever we trade Zaka for. I see. We could go after this guy. Let's see. Radek Dopita, 2 years away. Otterize is a hilarious name. Or free agency, true. Yeah, we don't know anyone to go after here because the scouts are horrible. I hate auto scouting so much. All right, pending free agents. Who might be out here? Pending UFA forwards. Eriksson Ek, Sveshnikov, Roslovic, Fiala, Doc, Toffoli, Raquel, McMichael, Monahan. Eriksson Ek would be the ideal second line center for sure. 5-star defense, good production that could get better on the right team. The Wild haven't been very good, if I'm remembering correctly. Only playing 15 minutes, so Eriksson Ek could be a fantastic second line center. Would he be open to be traded here? Potentially. Is now the time for Sveshnikov to come to Boston? Also an idea. Well, let's think about what holes we have to fill here before we wrap up this episode. Forwards. So 1, 2, 3. There's your first line. Lindholm's getting tired. So really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that's your top 6, Lindholm might be a third liner next year with his top 9 potential. So really you need a top 6 forward without Zacha even being traded. If Zacha gets traded, now you need 2 top 6 forwards. Then Brazo, Kraus, Olivier, Lakovic on the third line for sure. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your bottom 6. Probably Kolasar out, Minton there. Rosean might want to get a look. And in the system, not much. So really, maybe Novotny soon, but really, I would think at least 1, if not 2, top 6 forwards. We don't want to get too crowded, too long-term with our young guys who will be pushing eventually. And defense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Middle 6 forward needed at least, yeah, for sure. Hampus Lindholm also getting tired. If we need to free up cap space, that's $6.5 million. He's an 80 overall now. We have Wood, Crevier. We're fine on defense. Unless we say we want Lindholm out and a better third pair. But Crevier is a good option as well to play more full-time-ish. But second pair becomes Mombert and Kesselring. Probably try to dump Hampus Lindholm wherever we trade Pavel Zacha if we're moving him. And all expiring. Also, looking at the goalies. Goalies will be Osgood. We're going to trade Schmid, and Kosa will come up. We're going to trade Schmid, and Kosa will come up. For sure, yeah. We'll have the money. Yeah, we have money. Well, Wood will be on the first pair, so Lindholm out. Yes. Krivia, wouldn't mind giving him a contract. Did you do a player search for some old top 6 guys? Well, let's see if we go to player search. Any forward who is at least 34. Sorting by overall. And also, let's say on the last year of their contract. Contract max 1 year. A lot of guys. Sorting by overall, let's see. So Rickard Raquel, Tyler Toffoli, yeah, all these guys. Zucker, Monahan, Paul. Goes down pretty quick. So maybe a Toffoli, maybe a Raquel. But Toffoli has a no-move clause, so we'd have to drop the free agency. Maybe a Rickard Raquel. Maybe. Does he fit the big bad Bruin look? Yeah, not much. Okay, and let's see. Now that's contracts. That's train, blah, blah. Panarin. Let's go to the trade blocks and see. So let me go ahead and first save the file. Then we'll go into the draft. Let's see what's available before we end off the episode. In the future, when my grandkids ask me, Grandpa, what did it say on the American coins? I'm going to say, in data we trust. Wow. Mighty Joe, man. I love you. All right, entry draft. Why is my sister named Data? Because it's for things that I love, or whatever that meme is. Okay, thanks, Kyle Wood. Great question, Kyle Wood. That joke didn't come out right, but you get what I'm trying to say. No picks on the block till like number 16. Oh, I can't look at the created players because player search is outside. We'll look at that next episode. So, find trade. If we were to say Pavel Zacha, you get it, Hobbsy. Philip Gustafson and a third from Minnesota is the only deal that is being offered to us. Okay. Anyone else? Hampus Lindholm. The Ducks will give us 2/5. Monahan and a third. The rights to Sean Monahan and a third might be interesting. 2/4. Chandler Stevenson, a fourth and a fifth. 2/3 from Toronto. 2/5. Are you kidding me? I can get 2/3. Hampus Lindholm to Toronto. I know it's a rival, but 2/3 is a great return. What are the chances Data names his first kid Kyle? Sadly, 0, but great name. And goaltending, Schmid's worth like nothing. Okay. So now looking at the trade blocks around the NHL. Trade blocks around the NHL. Okay, so actually let me look at like this. Okay, so Vetrano, Sundqvist, Trennan, Kapanen. Buffalo, not much. Prospects, Calgary, not much. Carolina, Taylor Hall, still out here. Kyle's a middle name? Maybe. I gotta get in touch with Kyle Wood first. Chicago, not much. Nick Schmaltz, Hedel, Lehkonen, Nichushkin, Colton, Fogle, Landeskog. Tons of names here in Colorado. Columbus, Monahan, Moore, Domi, Jeannot, Kastelik, Sherwood. A lot of the former Bruins here. Data Kyle Desora Jr. Start writing the birth certificate. Moritz Seider. Oh my goodness, is that a big bad Bruin on the trade block in Detroit? Ding, 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 ding. Now they are sellers. What do you want? Name your price. That is crazy. We've had Seider already in a few series throughout our time. I mean, here's Thompson. Turby Data Kyle Desora Jr. Beautiful name. Like a trade like this, maybe, for Moritz Seider. If they're sellers and they're desperate to move him, 2 firsts or a late first and an early second plus a top 6 prospect. Might do it. Yeah, definitely consider that. Definitely consider that. First pick goes there. We knew nothing about him. To the Predators. Okay. Keep that in mind. Who do you say? It was Schmaltz? Schmaltz will be open to coming to Boston, yes, but he's 33. I don't know. Detroit, that'd be crazy for Cider. Edmonton, Florida, Los Angeles, Minnesota, Montreal, Nashville, New Jersey. Timo Meier, big power forward Timo Meier could be an idea. Kovacevic, Robbie Fabry. Timo Meier. They're conservative buyers in New Jersey. So I could see a deal where Zaka goes the other way. I could see that. Islanders, Pellick, Barzal, Geeky, Horvat, Olofsson, D'Angelo. Wow, lots of names from the Islanders as well. Goodness. Rangers, nobody. Senators, Flyers have Sanheim, Zegras, York, Tippett, all on the block. Penguins, Shabanov. Not much there for the Sharks. The Kraken, McCann, Marchment, and Stevenson. Of course, still Jared McCann there. Blues, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Mammoth. DeBrusk and O'Connor in Vancouver. Marino in Vegas. Not much there in Winnipeg. Sorry, in Washington. Pionk there in Winnipeg. All right. So there's the trade block. Honestly, first boy will be Data, the second bringer of joy. Data, the second bringer of joy. Sorry, I misread that. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is the postseason in 2030, a Stanley Cup final run. What a journey. That was a really fun one, especially with the first round Kyle Wood heroics. My one gripe with Seider is he's a right D, to go along with McAvoy, Mombert, Kesselring, and Iginla. True, but Kesselring is right D, left D. Hold on here. Mombert is right D, left D. And so is Kesselring. So your top four could be Evans and McAvoy. Your second pair can be Mombert on the left, Seider on the right. And your third pair stays as Kesselring and Iginla. The only issue, I think the bigger issue is that Iginla won't have much room to grow. That is true. That is a fair point to make. That is a fair point to make. Do we want to force... Because our defense is set. Do we want to force a Moritz Seider trade? If we do Moritz Seider, maybe we have to trade out Kesselring or something. Seider is great, but we have enough, says Joseph. Yeah. Maybe we have to trade someone out if we're doing a trade like that. Kesselring has to go the other way with the prospects. Maybe. Now that's a good point, Hobbsy. That's a good point. Need forwards more. We need forwards more, says Cagney. All right, so probably no to Seider, but let's think about what we're going to do forwards-wise between free agency or trades. All right, so I'll end it off there, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being here on a fantastic run. 15 gifted memberships and 2 very generous donations. Thank you, everyone, so very kindly for your involvement in our series. This was a really fun one. Red Wings will be out tomorrow around I'm aiming for 11 a.m. Eastern, maybe noon Eastern. Elua says, fun stream, Data, had a blast. Don't forget my main man, Mini. Yes, Mini Vanilli. Have a good night. Unless we move Kesselring for a forward. Also an idea, but still not a lot. And still, where does Iginla grow, right? Thanks for the stream and chats, everybody. Good one. Cheers. Thanks for being here, everybody. It was a fun one. This was great to have the community out to all come together for a stream like this. This is what we love doing. We'll be live again next Monday, and Red Wings will be coming your way tomorrow. Subscribe and hit the bell with all the breaking news analysis and the real-world NHL trade deadline coming your way, and we'll end it there. Have a great night. Leave that like if you haven't already as well. And leave a comment with any and all of your thoughts on the 2030 offseason ahead down here on YouTube or over in the Discord server, link in the description. Have yourselves a wonderful start of the weekend, a wonderful start to your March break if you're in that level of school as well. And we'll talk soon. Good night, everybody.